4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? With the sheets over my head, hoping change is gonna find me. You don't have to remind me. I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? Can you tell me what I need? Can you tell me what you see in me? Can you tell me what I need? Can you tell me what you see in me? I just feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go?
Oh, Susanna, don't cry for me. We had some good years, so let me be. The world goes on, I sang my song. I gave my own true love for you to see. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry. Hold the tears back and dry your eyes. What's this life without a sweet goodbye? And though it's over, take this letter for when the nights grow colder. Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now, so lay me down. So when the world gets dark, know I loved you from the start. Listen to the words I sang to you. The son of America, a Pennsylvania child. They say the day I was born was the 4th day of July.
Good after. Wow, actually, Good, very early morning, friends, fans, and fam. How the heck are you all? Welcome to the day. D-Day. That's right, folks. Marshall interviews time for Tyrell. See if he gets that job with that abusive boss, Anson. I just took my headphones off to put my glasses on and completely forgot to put my glasses on. Gonna have a good day. Clearly we are welcome. Alright, here we go. Let me just... Oh, hang on, gotta get... Make sure I've got chat open over here, though chat, it might be one of those days where I can't talk to you much. We're all just here for the show, okay? But we'll see what happens. Alright, here we go.
I don't even see half the people that told me they were coming.
That sounds about right.
That's number one failed already.
They still got 2 minutes, so let's see.
What's the fancy duds on? You come back from a funeral or something?
No, this is the Marshall formal wear. We have to wear this.
So when
Anytime
we're
we
in
do an
a,
event or hiring or posses, like official posses, funerals, we have to wear this.
Court cases, mostly.
works great in posses though, because it just looks like the riders of fucking death are coming for people.
Which usually they are.
That's true. The day we are usually that when they're all in posse form.
Hell, you missed a goddamn war in town on Friday.
Yep. Definitely heard about it, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm walking out of a gun store and all of a sudden everybody's trying to kill each other.
You sure ran everywhere after that, though.
That sounds like the bollards, alright.
Good job capturing them, by the way.
What?
Nice. It'll help. I think with later, because when Dada's here, we have the big kids.
You're getting your ass kicked by locals.
I warned them.
Alright. Looks like it's 4 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get everyone up to the church, go on inside and find a seat.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Come on, pep in your step, let's go!
Alright, best of luck, folks.
Alright, thank you.
Should we take off our coats and look badass walking in?
I want to lower your voice. It kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, who was that said that?
Oh my
It's still
god.
weird that there's nobody in the 2 seats in front of us.
Be confident, sit in the front.
Oh, almost sit all the way in the front.
All right. Keep things sped up. We're going to do this one by one. We're going to be calling you out and asking you to come outside with me, the sheriff, and Deputy Marshal Armstrong. Hi, I'm Special Deputy Marshal Handsome Anson Morgan Anson. All right. With that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 applicants here. All right. So look to your left, look behind you, look to your right. More than likely, only one of you is going to be walking away today with a marshal's badge. Only one. With that being said, I wish you all good luck in your interviews. And as a word of encouragement, if you're not hired by the Marshal Service, it's okay. We do have the sheriff here who will be listening in on your interview, and he's looking for local law as well. So, you may walk away with a deputy's badge. Who knows? As I said, good luck. We're going to start on the right side of the room. Can you identify yourself for me here in the purple?
It's Danny Esther, sir.
Danny Astor. And sitting behind you, who is that?
Ruben Caldwell.
All right. Coming up here on the back row on the left, you in the pink.
Addison Rook.
Addison Rook. And in front of you in the brown.
Tyrell second.
And beside Tyrell, ma'am.
Adelaide Knox.
And here on the front row.
Andrew Shepard.
Andrew Shepard. All righty. We may have a couple people riding in late, and that's okay. Apparently there was a issue with the trains coming into Valentine. So if they come in late, I'm just going to send them in to sit with you guys, okay? They still get points deducted for being late. They should have been ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, if they can successfully lie to us and make sure that we don't, actually believe them, well, 1 point to them, I guess.
All right, let's start with Mr. Danny. Come on outside with me, Deputy Marshal Armstrong, and Sheriff Sky.
Yes, sir.
Rest of you are stuck with Arno. He has permission to pistol whip you.
I do.
I feel like there's people looking for us.
So, good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Honestly, I have no idea how your interviews are going to go, so I can only pray for you all. But because it's handsome Ansem. He's an enigma. Take
Sir.
that as you will.
Yes, sir. What would you say the most difficult part of your job is, sir?
Ooh, the most difficult part of the job. Shit, there's a lot of difficult parts. I have to think about that one a little bit. I guess the difficult most difficult part is probably the decision making, because almost everything you do is a decision, you know. So like, I put it this way: yesterday there was a bank robbery. I had to be the decision maker for that one. I went after a warrant today, made some decisions there, got fucking shot. You know, happened. And you got a lot of the time, you got to make a lot of these choices very, very, very quickly with a lot of pressure on you. So I'd say that's the toughest part, you know.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What guides your decision making then?
Be honest, logic most of the time. For me personally, I try to do everything logical, like you know. Things don't always go in your way. The problem is you can't apply logic to people who are illogical. Sometimes you could do everything right, but you just can't predict how things are gonna go. Just gotta try your best.
Certainly makes sense. This must be your lucky week, Ruben. Second time in the church.
To my knowledge, the house of God is always open.
Oh, I just meant maybe that's why he didn't get shot on the porch the other day, because he'd just been
That's
in
what
the
a lot
church.
of people are saying, but not sure about that.
Did you get hit, Danny? Sorry, Andrew, the other day?
Surprisingly, no.
How in the hell? I looked down that hill and you must have been less than 5 feet from that fella and you were both blasting.
He missed and I didn't.
To my knowledge, the only people that were hit were the sheriff, myself, and Tig.
Tig, is that little fella? Who can't talk?
That would be the one. Apparently, the only reason he got involved was because he saw me there, didn't realize that I'd been deputized.
Well, I mean, for all their trouble the first day they rode through town, glad to see that they stepped up and helped. For whatever reason.
Well, it was more so his brother. Tig wasn't really causing any issues.
Oh, he was causing some issues later on.
I must have been asleep already.
Throwing mud and cans of beans at me, for one.
Don't sound like trouble, it just sound like he's being a menace.
Oh yeah, but their whole family was going around. I must have dropped that can of beans. I tried to keep it. I was gonna eat it. Yeah, Dolly, how you doing, friend? Sorry, I'm a little distracted on the chat.
Hello.
Oh,
howdy.
It's Mr. Norse.
Hi.
North, are you here for the interviews as well, or are you just watching?
Here for a
No.
job, Mr. North?
Oh God, no! I'm just here to support my friend here and watch.
Well, the current process is Anson's taking them out one at a time, interviewing them, and the rest is sitting here stewing.
Well, I don't
come
know if
on,
he means
folks, be
me.
a little more
I'm hoping
lively.
he means me, but I don't know if he
You're about to
means
become marshals. Some of you, anyway.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see.
One of us, but you know, we're having polite conversation.
Who knows? It could be fucking none of them if it's atrocious interviews.
That is true.
That's the point. If it's that bad, even sheriff might not hire us.
Have a little more faith in yourself.
It's Anson's criteria that concerns me.
Do you know his criteria already?
No, exactly. That's the problem.
I mean, that's a part of the whole process. Being a marshal is very different to being local law. A lot higher standards we have held to. A lot higher standards.
My advice for you, not just you, Tad, but all y'all, don't worry about his criteria. You present yourself as the best person you can be. Walk in there with some confidence. You don't have to
does
know
he
it
have
all
like
right
a
away. That's
book
what
of
the training
old man
process is for.
wisdoms? Yes, sir.
Just have the right mentality and then go from there.
A willingness to learn can go a far way.
And not even just necessarily that. The things I've tend to find is that, well, if you want to have the right mentality, you got to be able to work with people, so to speak, because that's what your job is. You know, you're gonna be, I mean, half the time, y'all are gonna be out there on your own. You got to be able to build networks, build connections.
He is right.
Well, if you ever need a fleet of ranchers, I'm your man.
Ranchers can be real useful. I mean, if they're people you trust, I mean, those can be people that get you information. I mean, if you are desperately in need of some guns to ride with you, those can be some people that can
Oh my
help you out.
god,
when
I'm
you
gonna
need it.
crack up. I'm gonna lose
If
it.
you're in a tight
If I see
spot.
you doing slash notebook
I mean,
after he
Don't
says
underestimate
something
the power
stupid,
of
I mean
the community.
wise,
That's
I'll lose
ultimately
my
what gives
shit.
you a power as marshal, not a badge. The community.
Trust is a powerful thing.
Mm-hmm. That's what puts the power in that badge more than anything. Without trust, it's a piece of tin.
Especially when you got to deal with situations, you need cooperation from citizens. You need people to understand you. You need people to have your back. Because more often than not, you're not going to be a posse of 6 strong marshals 24/7. More often than not, you will be by yourself or with one other marshal at most.
Such is the life of a cowboy or a cowgirl. It can be a bit lonely, but it doesn't have to be.
I usually get over that by spending a lot of time talking to my horse. Problem is, eventually they start talking back.
Wait, what?
I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding.
Aye. All right then.
You're a wacky one, Ty.
Gotta have a sense of humor about these things as well, you know.
No, you're good. I get that. I remember last night I was helping Hans, it's a deputy down in Blackwater.
Yeah, I think he does too. He's confused.
He got himself stabbed by one of the bank robbers.
He's old and confused.
I was just kind of talking to Hans, being like, kind of asking him questions about the cauterization, because I'm not a doctor. Only things I really know in terms of medical is that if someone's bleeding, you hold your hand down on it and keep it from bleeding more.
I can't tell him, but you should
check
tell
the
him.
pulse, yada yada, so on and so forth. So I'm kind of asking him some questions, and I kind of look over him and say, you know, I'm kind of glad he's not awake to hear this conversation. I think he'd be a bit worried. And then Hans just looks at me and says, I'm a bit worried right now.
Oh dear, that's some optimism from your medical professional.
Uh-huh. That's the last thing you want to hear from your doctor. But Hans is he's a great doctor. Probably one of the best out there.
If you're ever near death and you feel like you're slipping away and you see the light, Hans will bring you back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I personally had to be treated by him yet. Finn, on the other hand, he's fantastic too. Dr. Atlas.
How are you all feeling? You all nervous? Energetic? Excited?
A combination of all of it.
Yeah, I could say that. Bit mix of everything.
I can hear it.
Oops.
Don't worry, just
Andrew's
got
clearly
to keep
very
yourself as relaxed
excited.
as possible.
No, I just had to stand up. Couldn't hold it in.
Here's a question
Just
for you,
remember,
Marshall.
Sure.
How many horses do you own?
I have 3. I only have 3. I have one, my primary one. I have one that I've stabled.
That's why I
literally in
deliberately
roads,
said counts it down,
just in
Andrew.
case if I ever need to use that one. And I have a Criollo I got when I first became a marshal.
It makes sense.
I don't need 1,000 horses. I just need one good horse that'll keep me busy, like on the roads. You know the problem with these horses are
It's a
you have too many
church.
of them.
Ty
Like, you
took
gotta
his head
get them
off.
all
He's
trained.
not
You gotta make
religious,
sure they're
but he
all loyal.
respects other people's
'Cause I ain't got that
religions.
amount of time.
Then you gotta send one off a waterfall.
Yeah, that was the loyal one
Aye.
too. That was the loyal one that went off the waterfall. Pretty sure he tried to kill me, to be honest.
That sounds like a story, sir. Why'd you go off a waterfall?
Well, I was coming here to Valentine, and I was with the Undersheriff Drummond, and there was 2 wagons coming. I moved to the side. Drummond moved to the side of the waterfall, in which I said to him, "That's not a good idea." And he went flying off with the
Did
current.
you just tell him
I
to take his
made
head
the
off?
mistake of going close to the edge to see what happened to him, and then the current took my horse.
Oh dear.
I was okay. I landed in the deep part of the water.
Yeah, I heard of a gang that uses ranchers as code for marshals because they say so many of y'all own property.
I think that makes some sense. Yeah. I'm trying to think like which one's on, but I realized there are quite a few that do own property. Just remember, if you don't get the job this time, that doesn't mean it's never gonna happen.
Aye.
Ruben, I do believe you're next.
Okay.
But becoming local law and just excelling at the job and working with marshals is another way to get yourself
So much
recruited
gray
at some point.
hair. He looks so tired. So old.
Aye, well, truly, the way to look at this is you're putting your foot in the door and.
Jesus,
Aye,
Ruben,
alright.
what are you
Take some glass on your way out.
Wow, like using the window as an exit's kind of an option, I guess, but unusual one.
But, aye. Getting your foot in the door and an opportunity to know what might be expected of you in a position such as yours.
Do you?
Exactly. A lot of it is just, you can always be taught how to do paperwork, and you can always be taught a lot of the law stuff. But it's how you are as people.
How you feeling after that, Danny?
Good, actually. Confident.
Nice, nice.
Does that fella look familiar?
Oh my god. He's at 20. Definitely looks like. But then again, like Hanlon also kind of looks like that.
Yeah, I thought that was Hamlin when he walked up, but
I thought it was Hanlon too. Until I saw the
Armstrong and Anson and them, they almost shit themselves. So I figured it's gotta be somebody important.
Wait, no, I think the app patch is on the wrong side.
Who are we talking
That-
about?
So the man sitting in the back, right, is he's not a deputy marshal. That is just a marshal. He's probably one of the highest ranking people in the U.S. Marshal Service you've just witnessed to.
Oh.
Well.
Well, alright then. Okay.
He's getting money.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, when you walked in, I shit myself a little bit.
Yes. Anson, Anson and Armstrong definitely need to go and change their underdrawers after all of this is finished. When he walked past, they about keeled over and died.
Because it's not even the
So-
case of he just outranks us, he severely outranks us.
Yeah, they said that he is the absolute top of the food chain that you could possibly be. So
You think he's got money a lot?
Maybe.
well,
See if he wants to buy his own cigarette card.
I would like to see how that conversation goes.
I
should definitely pitch that to him.
You want me to tell him when I go out there?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, there's a pitch to you. Actually, Ty, you actually work for me, so you can make the pitch for your for the cigarette card.
What's his name?
I don't know if it's the same guy, but he looks very similar.
He looks similar, but he might not be the same name. This is the problem sometimes with the higher up marshals, right? Even as deputy marshals, don't really know who they are often. They don't show up very often. You just recognize them. That's all. You just know they all have a certain style to them. They all look very similar to the card.
Do me a favor, Ty. When you're out there, this might earn you some brownie points. Ask him to sign the card.
Sign the card. Alright. We'll see how that conversation goes.
You may potentially get him barred from the U.S. Marshal Service.
Or he might get the job instantly. Maybe just
Hey, no,
becomes one of those special marshals that you just get.
You want to go down there?
Anyone else want to volunteer for this job? I'm not sure about it. And he's right, though. I do work for him, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. I pay your wages, so I'm making it a job requirement.
I respect that because I wouldn't do that, and I'm fairly confident Anson wouldn't do that either.
I'll sell the card to everyone else in here for $1 a piece.
Damn, for a fucking cigarette card?
Oh
That's a lot
my
of money.
god. Risk it for the... Y'all are
That's a lot of money for a
terrible
cigarette
influence.
card.
You don't just get it for the cigarette card. You're getting the pack of cigarettes, too.
That's a lot of money for a pack of cigarettes.
Not really. 60 cents for a pack of cigarettes. You're getting an extra 40 cents on top of that for the card.
Tom Davies.
Hi, speaking of the cards, is Oliver going to end up getting a card too?
Oliver Sky? Yeah. Why not? He was there for that Ballard business.
Hi.
Yeah,
He
he's
bore
got
the
a-
brunt of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'll get his card. Don't worry.
Yeah, they shot him down on the porch before they themselves got lit up.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got a
but
tube
there
in
was-
his lung going into a bottle, so yeah, he should probably deserve something. Yeah.
Everybody there that shot those bastards down, they're gonna get their own card. Don't worry.
Once everything settled down, I basically just plugged up that hole in Oliver's chest and just waited for a doctor to come.
Can't wait for the day I'm a legend. I get my own card.
Have you done anything legendary, Mr. Laurent?
Not here in the military, yeah, but not here.
Well,
A time will come.
yeah. Don't rush it. These things come incidentally.
Yep, one minute you're standing on a balcony with a rifle in your hand, the next you're on a trading card.
You know what they say? You don't look for glory, glory finds you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the magical doctor himself coming.
Yes, been waiting on him.
Yeah.
Oh, and back out he goes.
Damn, these interviews are taking a while.
That bug.
Yeah, they want to be thorough.
And if the boss is around, he's
That
gonna make it
bug
look even
is
better.
killing
I
me.
thought
every
Anson would
time
be
someone
just throwing
jumps
to
out
like a
the
couple of
fucking
questions and you go next.
Well, that's kind of. Well, it's not what I was expecting.
It never is.
I have basically learned from head to toe every single law and legislation that we have in the 5 states and was expected to be quizzed on them, and not a single question for them. So.
Oh yeah, you will never get questioned on anything sort of of that nature because you can always learn the laws. You can always learn the sort of procedures. To be fair, the big key thing about being a marshal really is who you are as a person.
Yeah,
Because
how you deal
we
with
got the
people,
high
yeah.
standards. We are not. Put it away. There's no such thing as a corrupt marshal. There's no such. You can't just dick around as much as them. Like no offense to local law, but sometimes they can mess around a bit. We cannot do that to a degree. We held to such a high standard that sometimes if a marshal messes about, I look at them and think, you really better hope the boss doesn't show up because you're gonna get the absolute verbal shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, there was
I
a
think
lot of
that's just
that.
a cover story. God only knows what y'all do behind the walls.
It really depends which walls. The Wallace's walls, it tends to be just business. A lot of soldiers there, they're very shooty. You look at them the wrong way, and next thing you know, Wallace turns into a fucking battlefield. Mercer, shooting targets, messing around a little bit. There's a, if you want to do hand-to-hand training, there's a fighting pit. Clearing the odd snake out.
Good lord, it's so weird seeing Ty with actual hands. Because he's always wearing his gloves. Keep forgetting that you can take gloves off and on.
Here's a question I got for all of you. So, say obviously this was an interview. Say you get the job, and it's not just Anson. You get to choose any state to operate out of. Which one would you guys choose?
I'd still choose here.
Still choosing Hanover.
Yeah,
Desert sucks and swamp makes me want to die. So.
Yeah, I figured it would either be New Hanover or Lemoyne. So, because again, the desert is, the desert.
Desert is not the most popular, to be fair. Nobody really ever wants to be stationed there, but
Well, I would like something to do with my time other than twiddle my thumbs in the desert waiting for things to happen, so.
surprisingly, there's actually quite a decent, like later on, there tends to be, or even now, to be honest, quite a decent amount of people in New Austin. But that place is very much like the Hornet's Nest. You kick it, it fucking goes absolutely crazy there.
I got there to wrangle horses, and anytime I see another rider, I'm thinking I'm about to be robbed.
Yeah, same thing. I go down there and pretty much just catch every single damn thoroughbred that I find because those are the ones that I generally deal with the most. And Dakotas and things like that. And every time I come across somebody else, I immediately start reaching for my gun because I never really know what exactly is going to happen. So,
Yeah. I reckon if I wanted to be a marshal, I'd probably go do it up in Montana or Washington State. Real pretty country up there.
Oh, here comes Rook.
I think for me it'd be New Hanover or West Elizabeth.
Alright, Rook, you're up next.
West Elizabeth's alright. That's what I'm pretty much stationed out of.
Yeah, I think New Hanover would be my
I'll go
preference because, I mean, also recently, getting to know the people here and having connections and knowing the landscape as well. But then also, yeah, probably West Elizabeth would be the other option. I really don't like the swamp, and I really don't think I want to live in the desert.
Don't want to go catfishing, Ty? You can do that on the regular.
I'd rather go hunting than fishing.
I mean, I don't blame you. If I wasn't in West Elizabeth and I had to choose, I'd probably choose New Hanover. I mean, the desert's hard. The desert's a tough place. I mean, someone's got to do it. If no one does it, then that entire place just becomes lawless.
It's true.
Yeah, Armstrong can keep it.
Oh yeah, Armstrong can keep. And then Moyne's very much like, I just don't like fucking Sonderning and I don't like swamps.
Yeah, I'm not a fan too much of Saint Denis. Every time I go down there, I either get robbed or my horse gets killed.
You're not a fan of roads either.
Well, it's just that it turns all my nice suits colors. I don't particularly care for that too much.
I can't decide if I hate the mud of Valentine or the dust of roads more when it comes to ruining good clothes. But
I would rather.
I think
ruin,
dust.
Yeah, the dust is the worst.
I think the mud sits on top. You know, the mud you can kind of clean off easy. That dust really gets.
As long as you ain't rolling around, you won't get too muddy around here.
Correct. Yeah, just stick to the sidewalks and the grass. As long as you ain't walking directly down
Can't
the
do
middle of the
nothing
street
about
like a
roads. That
heathen,
shit's
then
in
you
the
should
air.
be fine.
Honestly, I think New Hanover for me though, just I've not been here quite as long as many folks, but I have the most connections here.
He really
so
looks tired, doesn't he?
it makes the most sense.
I think
Dolly's
New
been
Hanover's
wearing
also
him
the
out.
biggest. That conference, because you also Amberinos. Both Amberinos are split between West and East, and East is New Hanover's, or West is West Elizabeth's. I think the only downside of New Hanover is having to deal with Van Horn every now and again.
I figured Van Horn would have been Lemoyne.
It's New Hanover. As well as Annesburg.
Yeah, honestly, they should just have that whole area secede from New Hanover and become its own state. State of Roanoke.
Oh God, his voice is.
His
voice is cracking.
disconnected from the rest of the place.
His voice is cracking.
It's like
Yeah,
poor old
it's
man.
its own little place. Yeah.
Or better yet, make it part of Amarino. That'd make more sense.
Annesburg would make sense as a part of Amberino. I thought it was for ages until I looked at the map. It's like New Hanover sort of just goes up and takes like the edge bit off.
Yeah.
And Van Horn would be Lemoyne's problem.
Yeah, because I mean, the only way to get to Amarino is you gotta either go through the Big Valley, or you gotta go up through Annesburg. Like, I guess you can come down from Amarino through South Yankton, but I don't know. It just makes more sense to be up there and connected with Annesburg. Give it some civilization. But you know how it is with these senators right in their state borders, right?
West Amberino's not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad, but the fucking snow is a nightmare to put up with. It's only so often I go up there. Every time I go up there and there's absolutely nothing there, and I think, wow, you know what? I've made this journey. They could have at least been a corpse or something. You know, some kind of crazy cannibal could have just been out here and just made my day, but no, just fucking snow on top of snow on top of snow.
Oh, you get up there on the ledge, up there just above Coulter, above the little lagoon there. There's a really nice view as long as it's not covered in cloud cover and fog.
Oh, the fog is a nightmare.
It is. That's why as soon as you hit the fork, you go down instead of up. That way you don't have to deal with it too much.
I do like East Amberino, though. I think it's quite nice up there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
The poppy fields.
Actually, kind of reminds me of a place I got married. Real beautiful location.
God, here's a story time. Come on, old man.
Well, you do see a lot of people going up there and picking the poppies, so it's not exactly as isolated as it used to be. People collecting those medications for the opium and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, strike me curious as sin here, but since y'all are hoping to become marshals, that comes with a lot of autonomy and where y'all tend to enforce the laws. So let's consider this a bit of a practice question, if you don't mind, in regards to your interview. Where would y'all put the priority uh, in terms of your patrols, in your opinion?
For me, it would generally be places that do not fall under the jurisdiction of any other local law enforcement, because those people are left hung out to dry.
Not a bad one. Not a bad answer.
I
Huh?
I guess to play off of Danny there, it'd be the populated areas that don't fall with under local laws, such as the heartlands. Van Horn has its own little population. Areas just popular, but not under the authority of local law.
I mean, yeah, no, that's pretty much what you would do. I mean, Fanhorn can kind of go fucking take care of itself, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
They
they
don't,
don't
they
take kindly to marshals coming in there either.
they don't like any real law there. They're very much like to do whatever the hell they want. Leave, rob other places, go back to their own little fortress.
Yeah, they pretty much police themselves over there, much like Thieves Landing, it seems.
Yeah, you never really go in there alone. The only time marshals ever go in there is if you're a entire posse and you gotta go after a criminal.
Avoid it unless you have to, I guess.
Yeah, and they do sometimes expect you to just like you're there. They'll tell you to take off your badges and stuff, but that doesn't suddenly mean you're no longer a marshal and you just can't enforce. Like you shouldn't enforce law because they say so. You don't stop doing your job. So I don't bother even going in there because it makes no difference to me. I can ignore someone getting killed on the street just because they don't want me to wear a badge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially I think at the moment with all the robberies that have been going on between Valentine and Emerald Ranch and whatnot. I think keeping a patrol on those areas would be a priority for sure.
Yeah, there you go. It's all about having a game plan. Because at the end of the day, as I'm sure they probably have their own rules on what you can and can't do, I'd imagine you'll also get a lot of freedom compared to these sheriffs and whatnot. You don't really have a town mayor or whatnot you got to answer to. You ultimately answer to these United States government, and we know how slow they are to make the laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certainly do.
So keep an eye on local law too.
Does that happen often, Marshall?
You know, it's a bit of a weird one. Like, look, like most civilians will have complaints about things, and they'll scream corruption about every little fucking thing. So just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's corrupt. That's not how corruption works.
Mm-hmm.
All the time, sheriffs are doing stuff within their legal power, and then people like just scream corruption. So more often than not, you'll get a lot of people who complain. They say this law's corrupt, this sheriff's corrupt, they're corrupt, without any understanding of what the fucking word corruption even means.
Yeah, well, a lot of the people within the 5 states are ill-educated as it is, but trying to teach them the difference between a legal dictionary and a standard regular dictionary is even harder in and of itself, because the definitions definitely change when it comes to legal speak compared to regular, normal, newspaper kind of stuff.
I mean, sometimes I think off the top of the head, I think of example situations like I've dealt with prior to me coming to these states. I was still a deputy marshal even I used to be in Wyoming before I was here. People like sometimes put it this way: if someone's being nice to the local law, You know, like it is not. You know, some people think, oh look, they're being nice, they're playing favorites. There's nothing wrong, right, with like the sheriff being nice to people. The only time you gotta look at that as a thing is if some people are getting arrested. If you see similar crimes happening, but you're looking at the sheriff and go, look, this person that this sheriff is supposedly a friend with is getting off very lightly compared to everyone else, then that's grounds for people's arguments to be justified.
Aye.
But more
Makes
often than
sense,
not,
makes
people will
sense.
take. More often than not, people will just grasp onto anything. You know, it's put this way: it's not illegal.
I feel like it's too early in
a
the
sheriff
morning,
to accept
so
a
my
gift. It's
accent
only a
is off.
crime is if they use that. They take that gift and then use it to obviously then treat the person
Return a
differently.
favor else later.
Yeah, there's not a problem if a sheriff gets given gifts and they accept it. That's the key thing, you know. People will throw around and say they're accepting bribes. It's like, it's not a bribe if they've not actually done anything special for that person.
No, most people don't really understand that. They just see whatever they want to see, and
Yeah, it's fundamentally he's about right.
That's why a lot of the time, especially as marshals, sometimes your job just ends up being putting out these little fires between like civilians and sometimes local law, where you just have to be like, look, we've literally investigated. They're not corrupt. Shut up. In the most professional way you can.
It's not what you say it is. Shut up. All right, good to know.
Please stop the bitching.
Yeah,
It's not.
awful
It's not
lot of
illegal.
horses coming in.
That's an official ruling.
3.
Pretty funny if a gang rolled up during all the interviews.
That would be
Great test
unfortunate.
for you.
Well, that would be unfortunate as my Evans is on my horse because I did not feel that it would be appropriate to have a gun on my back during this. So.
Yeah, I use a pistol more than anything else.
No, use that as well, but I'd much rather have the over firepower, shooting power than just the standard 6.
Oh no, we need you to chase someone down. Get out of here.
I see.
Alright, there they go.
I know, I've seen one of them horses had a feather on its back.
You get to go
I guess they
find
weren't
it.
abandoned.
Breaking the damn doors. I'm sitting in a hard pew. Shit. Walk around.
There they go.
Riding on both of the same horse.
I was gonna say, was that 2 marshals on one horse?
I think it was Finn and one of them on the same horse.
That was definitely Finn's horse, so.
Wonder what they did.
Oh, I'd like to let everyone in here know that the last interview just ended with a man getting pistol whipped several times. So
Jesus.
be prepared.
Like.
Right, who's next?
Or...
Yep.
Oh damn.
Will they take him?
Grab mine over.
Didn't even get to ask him the last question. He unconscious. Anyway, who's next?
That is unfortunate.
Aye, that would be you.
Let's go.
Me? Alright then.
What is next? Let's go.
It's your turn to get kidnapped.
Oh no, he wasn't the one kidnapped. He's fine. Maybe. Standing up here this time.
For the next candidate, we need to ask if they brought me a cigarette. Oh,
Did
Tyrell?
you bring this?
I did
Tyrell?
indeed, actually.
All right,
He's in luck.
Starting off strong. Stand in the middle of us, Tyrell.
Tyrell.
Cannot take
Hold on, he's
simple
handing me a
directions.
cigarette.
Will not.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Tyrell.
following the
Appreciate
first instruction first, giving the sheriff a
Let
cigarette.
me close this little loop here. There we go.
In the middle of us, Tyrell. You're clearly not in the middle. go.
There you go.
All right, face the special deputy marshal. Okay,
Well,
at least he knew which one that was.
Sir, for the record, I need your PO number. Telegram.
It is PO 64103.
And what's your full name?
Tyrell Sackett.
How do you spell your last name?
Sackett.
How old are you?
27, sir.
What year were you born?
That is a very good question.
You don't know what year you were born?
Just write down bad at math.
Moving on.
1869, sir. Just have to figure
It took
that
you
out
too
on my
long to
fingers.
figure that out.
Way too long.
Way too long to figure that out. Can you read and write?
Yes, sir.
Both?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been arrested before?
No, sir.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, sir, I served a little time in the Army, and since then I've been traveling around, mostly just roaming until I found a nice little place to spend some time out here near Emerald Ranch. The folk out there, Mr. Hensley, was kind enough to give me a place to stay. I come from a fairly large family. There are Sacketts all over the country, but I don't know most of them except by name. And I enjoy the open air and riding horses and hunting and helping people.
What made you apply for this job?
Well, the opportunity to be able to help people, mostly. I've seen, in my short time here in these parts, I've seen a lot of crime happen, and I've seen a lot of unfortunate people get taken advantage of. And I want to be able to do something to contribute to helping those people and getting bad people off the streets, so to speak.
Off the streets? What streets are you referring to?
Well, I'm looking right down Main Street of Valentine right now, where just the other day there was a shootout.
So you're only looking to get them off Main Street then?
Nope, all over, anywhere I found them. I'd like to make the whole state a safer place.
There's a thunderstorm brewing. I'd say maybe sometime early in the wee hours of the morning we can expect lightning. And a lot of rain. Carry on.
So stressful.
How do you take criticism?
As a learning opportunity, sir.
Sorry, I needed him to go with me because I didn't see the crime committed, so I can't do shit. Number one. Number two, I think you were fucking with me.
So what I'm getting is you did not catch the criminal.
Oh, here, sir. No, absolutely not. If there really was somebody that went by with a kidnapped victim, they are long gone. We
Complete
searched
the
it all the way.
circle.
Oh, wow, all right. That includes the deputy marshal too.
What?
Arno, go back inside. And Finn, there really was somebody.
Yeah, there actually was somebody.
Well, we went clear shot almost to the Heartlands. Didn't see anybody there. We went up through Amberino, stopped at Wallace Station. Didn't see anybody there.
Long ways in a short period of
I
time.
was probably talking about the feller that rode past and yelled at us when we were
And
walking to
said
the
eat
doctor.
shit.
Yelled,
Yeah.
"Eat shit."
Yeah, that one.
That was him. Oh,
That was him.
Can't believe you had the audacity to call me a lie.
I said I think you were fucking with me. I don't know. Normally you'd like form up a posse and like get on it, but like I didn't know you just send both of us out. I'm sorry.
Can we get on with this damn interview, please?
Hey, how do you take verbal abuse?
Frequently. No.
Oh. Gentlemen, I apologize. I got here a little late. What did I miss?
You missed a lot. You missed too much.
Who's involved?
Anson took his shirt off.
No idea.
Nice.
All right. So, what do you think a marshal does, Mr. Tyrell?
From my understanding, sir, a marshal is responsible for investigating crimes and for arresting folks with federal warrants, for getting folk like AAG Hubris here to sign off on those warrants so then they can undertake to arrest criminals that have done crimes. If a crime is committed in front of a marshal is allowed to arrest someone and intervene, but in the event that a marshal does not witness the crime, they are to investigate and get warrants for the suspects and then arrest them. I think
You've been riding with me for way too long and you know the answer to that.
just a few times, sir, and I think they also are responsible for being a part of the communities they serve, for getting the trust of the citizens, to help in those investigations.
What do you think the difference is between local law and federal law?
Well, I think there's the big issue of jurisdiction. Obviously, the local sheriff here and his undersheriff and deputies, what they can do kind of begins and ends at the edges of town. And what the federal law can do is much broader in that scope, and also it's more a case of jurisdiction, as I see it, in that regard. But I think the principle of the job is the same.
If you don't get this job, what's next?
Well, rumor has it that the sheriff here is hiring as well. So
It's not a rumor. I just stated that inside.
If I
Yeah,
don't,
get your facts straight, son.
Special
You need to start
Deputy
taking
Marshal
better
Anson
notes.
does not state rumors.
You think the Marshal Service operates in rumors, son?
I think a lot of investigation
We operate in
begins
facts,
with rumors.
Tyrell.
Cold hard facts.
No, not here. I heard from some folks down in Liberty City that we do in fact operate off rumors. That's what I heard.
Sounds like a rumor.
Sounds like a rumor.
I heard that the U.S. Marshal, Marshal Davies, in the flesh, conked a man out during an interview with the butt of his weapon.
Yeah, that's just a rumor.
That's just
that's
that's just a good time.
No one stated that.
We're gonna role play here, Tyrell. That lady behind you in brown,
Yes, sir.
she's got a bounty.
All right.
All right. Not only does she have a bounty, but she has a pet warrant.
All right.
She's right here, right behind you.
Yes, sir.
How do you deal with the situation? She's got her knife out.
Do something about it.
Turn around, Tyrell.
Ma'am, I'd like you to come with me peacefully. In the event you don't come with me peacefully, there will be trouble.
Are you just some random person, Tyrell?
Good
Well, at the
sir,
moment I
will
am,
not be
'cause-
coming with you anywhere on account of having no intention of being kidnapped. If you do not back away from me, I will stab you.
I
And
am
leave you for dead
role-playing as
here today.
a U.S. Deputy Marshal Sackett,
Role playing.
and
What do you mean you're role playing?
You're role playing.
Ain't that a
What's
crime,
role
sir? Isn't fraud a crime?
well, exactly. That's why
I'm gonna be going to alert the authorities. Excuse me,
Ma'am,
sir.
please.
This gentleman here with no badge on told me he was pretending to be a law person and that he was gonna try and kidnap me.
There's no
It's
right answer.
Definitely against the law. You know,
That would be against the law, but In this case, she has a federal warrant, and I'm instructed to bring her in. Ma'am, please.
Instructed by who?
By Special Deputy Marshal Anson.
But who are you?
I am, as I said, role-playing as Deputy Marshal.
See, there he did. He just admitted it. Officer, arrest this man. He just
You're
admitted
under
it.
arrest.
You're under arrest.
I don't have a badge. I can't lie about it.
That is true. You know, it's sort of a catch-22 situation.
Yep.
Looks like there's no way to succeed. What a shame. Right, well, follow-up questions.
Should I free him?
Somebody else
Oh.
is gonna need to cut him.
Ooh, how'd you get out of them ropes?
Wiggling. I'm flexible, Marshal.
Are you saying the marshal can't tie up people properly?
I believe he said he was flexible. Mentioned some kind of tantric thing.
Tyrell,
Yes,
unload
sir.
your weapon
Contortionist.
and hand it to the woman in brown.
All weapons or just one?
Your weapons.
Oh yeah. Unload your weapon and hand it to me, please, for inspection. The woman in brown does have a name. It's Chief Deputy Marshal Francine Oakley.
My
Pleasure to make your
apologies,
acquaintance.
Just trying to make it easier for you.
Schofield and
Oakley, there you go.
Castlemans. And look at that. They are unloaded. Well done.
Well, she's inspecting those. Can you rope?
Yes, sir.
Can you ride?
Yes, sir.
Can you shoot?
Yes, sir. When I have
Can
my
you
revolvers
fight?
back. Yes, sir. Though I'd like to get better at hand-to-hand fighting.
Any good with a knife?
If I have to be, sir, yes.
You don't have to be. Marshals don't knife fight.
Right then. Good to know.
You have a hat? You have a hat with that outfit?
Yes, sir. I took it
Put it
off because
on.
I was in the church, but yes, sir.
Oh, were you role playing being in the church?
Face me. Over here, bowler hat. What made you choose a purple tie?
The tie, I wanted just something with a little bit of color, and the brightness of the gold and the blue ones were too much. And yesterday Anson told me he liked it, so I kept it.
The correct answer is purple is the best color ever. That's why.
It is, but still.
I'll be honest. The last answer you gave there is probably a pretty solid answer when you're being evaluated by Ants.
It's true. All right, last question by me. Preferred long arm sidearm combination.
My preferred long arm is Lancaster repeater, and my preferred sidearm is the Cattleman, sir.
Alright, I'm done. Anyone else have any questions?
When's the last time you cleaned your weapons?
Last night, sir.
Chief Deputy Marshal Oakley, what did you find on his weapons?
The Schofield looked like it's been used a couple times since its last cleaning, but no significant concern. Looked to be operational.
Go ahead and collect your weapons, Tyrell. Go inside. Send the next person out.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I ask a question?
Got a
It's very
wind
bold of you.
coming in from the northwest at about 31 kph.
Is this gentleman here in front of me, sir, is this the Tom
Hey, that's
Davies?
those same horses from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you know the Marshal Tyrell?
Well, he seems busy, but that's all right.
Hold up.
Coyote, get over here.
Tyrell, if you got your weapons, going back inside.
Yes, sir.
Send the next one out.
Is this a funeral? I will shoot you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what'd you just say? What's your name?
Damn it! I tried. I was. I went for it, and then the bad guys rode in. There's some trouble.
Yes. Yes.
Stop!
Should
I
someone
will
just go out there?
unhand him. He's innocent.
No, it's my
Don't do anything stupid.
Well, you're up, Adelaide.
Aye.
Well, y'all done here, Ty?
You wouldn't believe the luck. I went to ask for the signature, and the goddamn outlaws rode in.
Everyone stop.
No kidding.
I was gonna do it, but the goddamn outlaws rode in.
Son of a bitch.
Go out, yep.
Well, you get that signature before the day's over, I'll give you a $20 bonus.
Well, that's worth trying again. We'll see how it goes.
Let's go watch this shit show.
I win for it.
Get loud.
Hey, Ty.
Yes, sir.
If you're able to get a one-on-one with him, make sure you show him the card as well.
Oh, absolutely, sir.
I got $5, so somebody's gonna get a shot.
Yeah.
You think so?
Is there a difference with them fancy binoculars, or they just look fancy?
Honestly, they just look fancy.
Yeah,
I feel like they're a
that's it.
little bit of a clearer view, a bit cleaner.
Those of you still who have had your interview or wait.
We need the bomb. I'll see all of you one day. Hopefully,
is
better
that?
terms.
Come on, boys. Back
There's a
inside.
storm coming when the sun comes down. Make sure you aren't in it. It's lots of lightning
What are
and
you,
thunder.
the-
I can
the-
feel it
the
in my knee.
popcorn gallery?
Yeah,
Leave
I'm
back
sending them back
inside.
Back inside.
Come on, get inside.
I like it.
You do you?
Get back.
Is that a local preacher?
Interesting. Fuck this up.
Damn. I had $5 on somebody getting shot, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Back inside with a less aggressive tone.
Well, that was
priest?
fascinating.
Don't look like no preacher.
Damn it.
Not men, I guess. He's one of them silent monks, just doesn't say anything.
Yeah. It looks like it belongs to that tiny church down at the swamp.
Well, his feelings.
No.
Maybe he's related to the fella that robbed you, Ruben.
Maybe he wants to be a marshal.
How many of you still have to have your interview?
Just me after the woman whose name I forget.
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
If any of you met me before, I'm so fucking awful with names.
I do believe I've run across you at one point, but I don't remember your name, so there's that too.
Yeah, I rode with you to Redford when you was picking up a horse.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I knew you from somewhere. I wasn't exactly sure where. So, yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, you got to listen to my sob story of the best horse I ever managed to tame getting killed in Saint Denis. So.
Yeah, if I don't have a reason to go there, I just won't go there.
Everything in my power to avoid that shithole.
Yeah. It's loud, it stinks. Everybody thinks Valentine stinks, but it's nothing in comparison to the smell that permeates.
As long as you got a good pair of
room.
boots and you can stay on your own 2 feet, there ain't nothing wrong with Valentine.
I agree. I don't know why people give it so much hell, but I like it here.
Honestly, people just complain about the mud as if they've never seen mud before.
Well, if they would stop running through the middle of the street everywhere they go
Yeah.
like a goddamn heathen and stay on the sidewalks and the
If you ain't falling over, rolling around in, and all that stupid shit.
If you think running through the streets heathenistic, you should wait till you've watched Marshall Anson doing the splits and the can just outside the stables.
I was here for that. I
think most of us were here for that.
Now that is something.
Depends on perspective. Some people might call it heavenly.
I mean, I don't think anything in that mud's heavenly. Let's be honest.
Yeah, at this point, that's mud, piss, shit, and blood.
And it's right outside the stables, so it ain't.
Hey, a lot of folks gold pan outside of town. You can find gold in that mud.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of gold teeth, maybe.
It's still gold.
Still sells, but that came out of somebody's mouth, so nobody knows what the hell they got had crawling around.
How you doing, by the way, Elliswin? How's our egg thief? Still thieving? Better watch out. If I get Marshall, I can just arrest her on sight.
I'll be right back.
I'm so mad that I forgot to go to the doctor last night. So now poor Ty's walking around like injured because he got kicked by a horse just at the end of my session. Yes. God damn it. He jumped out the window, didn't he? Wonder what their like glass bill is in this place.
I mean,
well, that's why they send the collection plate around, yeah.
I guess so.
At least it isn't stained glass, it's just regular glass, so there's that.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize when I interviewed you guys, you're fucking surrounded.
It is not exactly comfortable, and especially while I was out there, like 3 more people turned up, so like,
yeah,
it was even more awkward.
You're testing your personal space.
I was trying to be in the middle of the circle, and like hubris was literally like right in my face.
Oh god, that's the other worst part is not only the marshal, the deputy chief marshals out there.
That's
as
why
well.
I'm really very glad that I got to go first, so that way I could.
You got very lucky.
Yes.
Hell, I'm going last. That's fucking the worst spot to be for something like this.
Yeah,
It really
it
is.
is. Yeah, it is. Yes.
Just my luck. I went at, as Mr. North asked, I went to ask for that signature, but just as I was about to get the signature ask in, the goddamn outlaws rode up, and everyone was like, "Nope, never mind. No time for questions."
The worst part is the last person going is also the only one not in a suit.
Mm-hmm.
That might be
Yeah,
bonus
Anson
points.
never told me I had to wear no suit.
Honestly, that might be bonus points. I got nothing but crap for the purple tie.
Hell, Anson wears about the same thing I am when he's not in his little dress outfit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
The blue shirt's a little brighter than yours, but other than that, for sure.
Blue shirt, tan pants.
When's your interview to be marshal, sir?
He looks like a pretty good candidate. I think he's going to up in the rest of us.
I gotta have respect for a feller that's gonna stand at the pulpit and smoke a pipe like that. Like,
That is his Bible.
that's just.
I mean, they burn them big old incense things in some
Right.
churches, so that's his version.
They ask you about your shoes, Rook, or your shirt. Must be thinking.
He might just come in and just like smoke in private, probably away from people, and he wasn't expecting us to all be here.
That's true. Maybe we're the
But he
surprise.
felt awkward, and yeah, he felt awkward. He figured he just had to stay.
Now he can't leave or it'll look weird, like he's a jerk.
Maybe he's the fella that has to dig the graves for all those local folk that try and shoot it out downtown.
Probably.
And he just comes in here after digging. Hard days digging just to have a peaceful pipe smoke and finds all these goddamn people here.
As long as we just don't tell his wife or family where he's been going.
I just know he's going to church. I don't know what he's doing in here.
That's true. As soon as he walks out of that building, he just puts on a necklace with a cross on and everything.
Well, I suppose the church is the greatest place to be able to commit your sins because you could ask for forgiveness before you leave the building.
To be fair, the worst thing someone's ever said to me is oh fuck's sake.
Oh.
Let's hope it was just a snake.
Yeah.
God
I think the
damn
worst
it.
thing. It's not the worst thing someone's told me. He said it's harder to be good. It's easier just to commit a crime and then ask God for forgiveness. Cause that seems like the easier option. Like shit, the logic's there, but I can't promote that.
Yeah, that's
He never seemed to commit a sin in a church, so I feel like he's kind of doubling down on that one.
Really is. Oh, I don't think it's a sin to smoke in church.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure on the rules of hat wearing in a church, though.
It is polite to remove your hat in church. That is supposed to be said, so that way God can better read your thoughts while you are in his house of worship.
Ain't he meant to be like...
I might have done it if we was actually in a sermon, but kind of just using this as a de facto, like, fucking saloon, so.
Yeah, that is fair. It's just habit for me to take it off when I come in the building.
I was not expecting the birthday. I never thought about it. 1869 though. That's a good year to be born, right?
Yeah. That is way worse than what I had it out there.
Oh yeah. There's a few extra people now.
There's like
Let
10
me take a look.
people standing, 10, 15, 10, 12 people standing.
And they were very adamant that I stand right in the middle.
Trying to scare you.
Oh, hell yeah. That's all.
It's your turn next.
Oh, is she coming up?
Yeah, man, I just heard the deputy chief literally like
Hey, you're up.
tease someone.
Oh yeah.
Here, go on the chopping block.
Yep. Deputy chief damn well hog-tied me.
Oh. Oh, nice. I'm not gonna say that to her though. But fuck me, I don't wanna get punched.
She stole my revolver ammo.
Well, it's because you didn't unload it, isn't it?
I got distracted by Armstrong asking the question at the same time, so.
When he asked me, I unloaded it first and handed it to her. Besides, it's not like you don't have 200 rounds almost in that wagon.
Oh, yeah. You're right there.
Yeah, just confiscate some more later.
I never do well with interviews.
I can't say I've had many.
I've had a few in my time. I don't know why my nerves always just get to me.
Yeah, you kind of try and catch yourself not rambling and trying to keep an answer on the question while not letting yourself get too damn nervous about what the actual question was? And then they all start talking at once, and you're like, am I still supposed to be on the question at hand, or have we moved on?
I don't know. My nerves get to me in those sort of situations, but then when I'm out in the field, it never has bothered me.
Yeah, same. I don't know, I feel like I'd kind of rather a gunfight than an interview panel again. Just feels calmer somehow.
Geez, that really is an intimidating group of people to stand in front of.
How many people interviewed you, Marshall?
Oh, me? I didn't get interviews.
You just walk into the job?
I got recruited.
Well, damn.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, yeah, interviews don't really happen that often, to be fair. This is a bit of a rarity. More often than not, you're recruited and picked.
Right.
Well, I guess they're trying to hurry up the recruitment process. So they'll have a list of people that don't get it. They will at least keep an eye on, and when another spot comes available, I suppose.
I mean, this is all on Anson, to be fair, as well.
Yeah,
This is
this is
physical.
Anson's thing.
I mean, there tends to be, like, more often than not, especially if you've been working with local law, if you've been doing your job a while, you tend to just, like, most SDMs or marshals would have a bunch of people that would be like, look, I would happily recommend this person and that person. If they ever, like, if the marshal service is ever recruiting again and somebody is interested, it helps. Like Finn out there, Finn Atlas, literally it was a law and roads.
I'll being honest, I didn't think I was going to get the marshal's job anyway. I'm just using this as a foot in the door.
That's perfectly fine. Good to get recognized, good to work with them. I mean, that look, it's like a Hanlon. He's currently probationary, even though he was a tumbleweed sheriff. He worked with the marshal service on so many things. He's constantly a part of posses there. He was constantly around everything. He pretty much had multiple marshals recommending him by the time recruitment came around. And if you're just difficult and you're a bit of an ass, well, you'll just not get recommendations off any marshals.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's you're alright to piss off one of them, because even us marshals will disagree about things and that.
Yeah.
There'll always be someone who's recruited one marshal be like, oh, but they did this, whereas I've literally intervened before and be like, no, they're fine.
That's why it's always good to ride with them whenever you can, offer your services, things like that, so that way they already know what kind of a person you are, Adelaide. So I mean, it's you're fine.
Yeah.
So
some people are different as well in terms of how to judge. Some of the marshals are a bit harsh, like you fuck up once, and they're very much will like be like, no, they're fuck up. Whereas, for example, SDM Spectre, me and him have had discussions, and we're very much a case of it's nothing wrong with messing up. Even if your mess is as bad as getting someone shot, it's still
learn from them. Though, figure that
No
one's perfect.
Well,
I think the only one I haven't spoken to very much is Cordova, but even him, I've had a chance to ride with him a time or two.
Yeah.
I'll be spoken to him more than I have.
I quite like Cordova. I think he's an interesting fellow.
Yeah, I've ridden with him once or twice, and on several times. He's good. He's good value.
Yeah, most of my time has been spent with Anson.
Yeah, I was Where did we? Man, I think we were chasing bollards from like here down to Tumbleweed and beyond with Hans and a couple others. Smokey O2.
I know that was the day that nobody wanted to listen to the thought process of just sitting still, and they will come to us, and 20 minutes later, after we all left out, there they were, where I suggested to sit still because they had been going through the same places over and over and over again all day long, hitting here and there. I said, just sit and wait. Why everybody's got to be so jumpy and run around?
That's how we got them here in Valentine. We knew they were coming sooner or later. Just sat up and wait. They'd already been everywhere else they could. That they had something to try and get from people, and Valentine was last on their list. And even though everyone agreed it was beyond time for them to usually ride into town, it seemed like there was no way they would leave this place undone. And they didn't. Predictable as ever. Rode on in and thought they had the run of the place.
I wonder how well his interview's going.
Well, hopefully the wolves ain't chewing too bad out there.
Hey, they were chewing kind of hard when I was out there, but it's to be expected.
With each one of your return inside this building, I am ever grateful that I was the first one to go.
They question your tie choice, Miss Adelaide?
I agree with that, Tom.
No, they didn't have any questions about my attire.
I think it's because your tie kind of stands out, like
I
a
think
lot
so.
from doing tie.
Yeah,
I
I didn't
wanted
say
to know
anything
if-
about mine.
I wanted to know if Rook got asked about his shoes.
Shit.
They tried.
They just asked me some general questions, a theory question, and then they asked me what my preferred weapons were in each category, and I let them know, and then they asked me if I could shoot and if I could fight, and I said, well, for those last two, you can ask the sheriff. Who's standing right here. I was there with the bollards. So.
Oof. I like that one. I like
Good
that
answer, good answer.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be that many people and those particular people out there. I honestly thought it was going to be just Hanson and like just the sheriff.
That's all I was told, for sure.
That's what I thought as well.
Well,
I don't envy any of you.
You want to see how you behave under pressure when there are,
That's
high
different
profile
kind of
people
pressure.
around.
It's a,
Well, yeah,
it's a different kind of pressure. I mean,
Well,
you got
That
remember.
pressure's not
Yeah,
part
but
of the
it's-
job most of the time.
well, it isn't, but it's a much larger and greater pressure because you feel the need to be able to, make yourself unique or known and not as, you feel the need to be on your best behavior, but that's not really what you should do. You should just be, behave normally and pretend they don't exist while you're standing there, unless they're talking to you. You ask any questions and whatnot, they're just human beings, just like the rest of us. They just hold a higher rank.
That's a good way to look at them.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I also,
they're not any better than we are. Again, they just hold a higher rank. They're still people. They still piss the same, still bleed the same.
Oh, they just hold a higher position.
Yes, correct. So,
Because I
so-
personally like to conduct myself in a way that I like to think that they're always watching me.
correct, yes. So
Alright,
they're
that's a good
there,
way to go
or when they're
about it.
not there, behave no different. So
That's why when Anson and Armstrong were fighting in the middle of Blackwater yesterday in the streets, I'm looking at them like, fuck, it'd be so fucked if one of the bosses walked around the corner. Watching them slug it out. Look at that. Those two were slugging out yesterday. No offense to you guys, but why am I the one that's on standing here duty? I didn't throw hands in the middle of Blackwater.
The important question is though, like, who won?
Anson, both times.
Did he use the sneaky headbutt? He always uses the sneaky headbutt.
Yeah,
He's got
headbutt him
something
into
else up his
unconsciousness
sleeve.
on the first one. I don't even know how it started. They said, I think they were asking some lady which one do you like more. She couldn't even answer, and to be honest with you, after they started fighting, I told her they neither of them deserve an answer.
It's damn quiet. I feel like I can hear a mouse fart in here.
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
Hi,
here he
public good.
is.
Oh, here we go.
Well, he hit me in the face with a pistol too. At least I didn't pass
Oh,
out.
damn.
And the trend continues. I am ever grateful with each
I did
person's
not
return
get
that I
hit
went
with
first.
a pistol. I got hogtied, but I did not get hit with a pistol. God damn. What'd you do?
Ruben, you and I got lucky.
I just had my feet shot at.
What?
You didn't hear the shots?
No.
Yes. No, I heard.
Well, you
I
figured
heard
somebody
it.
was shooting a snake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what we
that's
thought,
what
yeah.
I thought was going on.
You know, in a power move, if you parried the pistol whipping,
I don't think you can.
you can.
Yes, you can.
Well,
You
I'd
can.
have to have the power foresight, which I unfortunately do not.
It's extremely difficult to pull off. But
I don't know what's better, to parry it, or
Especially whenever it
just
comes up behind you.
let Tom Davies hit you in the head. I don't know.
To be fair, it's very borderline impossible to parry the first pistol whip. Usually,
So I
it's
like never wash my face again. Those fancy dude hit me in the head.
Go to Annesburg and ask a tender if she'll tattoo your face with the mark. Whatever.
I need a seal. I gotta ask him if he has one.
He's going to sign your face.
Get it stamped right on my face.
How long they're gonna deliberate for? I feel like they're gonna.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, you think they're gonna make a decision today?
Yes, Anson did say before we left here, one of us will be wearing a badge.
Oh, I honestly thought it was gonna be a couple like days sort of thing.
No, he did say today that when we leave here, one of us will be wearing a badge. Whether,
Yeah,
it, be a,
Alright, then.
whether it be a martial badge or a local law badge.
I guess to be fair, it doesn't really make any difference waiting a day, or they just do it now.
Yes, like they already know. They already have their decisions that are made. I mean, it's the people who are out there in that circle are the ones that make the final decisions. I mean, there's no reason to make everybody sit and walk on glass for a couple of days waiting for an answer. They already know who they want. You know,
He made
might as
fun of
well
me
just-
for my clothes.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
He said I didn't think it was a good idea to wear something fancy. I told him I can't afford nothing fancy.
Yeah, well, they're gonna just find whatever they can. And I think if you'd worn something fancy, they'd have just found something else.
Y'all clean your guns right before here, because they said mine was the worst one.
I cleaned mine last night.
You know,
I cleaned it this morning.
when they asked me that, I said I cleaned mine after I shot down the bollards.
Ooh, nice call. Nice call.
All right, we've got an emergency going on right
Something's
now.
going
I need
on.
Tyrell, Shepard, and Astor with me right now. The rest of you, thank you for your time. Let's go right now. Let's go.
Shit.
Line up right here. Quickly. Get right here. Deputy Marshal O'Malley, can you explain what's going on?
I'm just shining my badge that's been there the whole time. I was riding through racing here as fast as I could to be helpful, of course. And I was flagged down by someone by the oil fields.
You were flagged down by the oil fields? What
The
did they
oil
say?
fields? What's going on?
Yeah. What seemed to be the issue?
Get this. Okay. So apparently a feller died in the oil fields, or a worker there.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Was it natural cause or did someone you suspect murder?
Well, I did some due diligence for you because I know you were busy, and they said he was taken here. So I went and I got the medical records, and it seems something nefarious is afoot here.
Oh dear.
All right.
Oh my stars.
You're about to get some experience here while I try to make my decision on who I'm going to hire. Go get your horses quickly.
All right.
Oh, do you want me to give you? I can give you the medical report if you'd like.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. Medical report.
Just wait.
Yeah, one of my horses is about to kick one of them.
Huh? What test? This is
O'Malley, I'll go move your horse.
Okay, thank you.
You think murder's a game, son?
No, ma'am. No games.
I'm gonna run down and grab my horse. I'll be right back.
I'm ready.
What the fuck is that?
Jesus Christ.
I can't see in the sunlight.
Are we bringing
They
that?
weren't dead before. They'll be dead now.
Emergency.
Holy hell.
One more time for the people in the back.
Is this not an emergency?
Is that what I think it is? I love the marshal. That's great. Yes, it is an emergency. You know.
Okay, should I read this report out loud?
All right.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll wait till Anson gets back.
God damn it. Now I'm not going to have my horse because I waited for the report.
I'm wailing yourself
Okay.
down horse.
All right. And I'm injured. That doesn't help.
Sorry, Finn is looking at my wounds. I'm
I'm
sorry.
tending his bruises.
All right, can you hear O'Malley? Tyrell, get up here.
All right, can you hear me over there?
Yes,
Yep,
ma'am.
I can hear you.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
The victim is a man named Mr. Stone, around 35 years old, light complexion, blonde hair, brown eyes. Stone was found dead in the furnace room of the Heartland Oilfields main building. Initially, it was believed to be a workplace accident from heat exhaustion and hitting his head, as he did have a contusion on the back of his head. However, traces of arsenic were found from toxicology. It is believed that the victim's time of death was just a little bit over 2 hours ago. I did find one item on the body. It was a note, folded note that said, "Gertie, I am dreadfully sorry for missing your birthday again. You know how I get with work. I should have bought you flowers. I promise I will make it up to you. Ow."
Should have bought her flowers.
Should have bought her flowers.
Yes, I should have brought her flowers and chocolate.
Flowers,
I've given Anson a copy, so if you all need to take a look at it, you can ask him.
Very well.
All
You
right.
said this is at the oil fields, right?
Yes, sir.
Furnace room.
Well, yes. I mean, there's probably workers and such around there too. So,
all right.
I leave it up to you. I'm gonna go. Get Marshall and Saint Denis. Okay, love you. Bye. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Love you too. I mean, bye.
All right, so this is a possible crime that's happened in the state of New Hanover. This is outside of local law's jurisdiction, therefore that is something that marshals will be handling. We're going to be riding out there and taking a look. Chief Deputy Marshal Oakley, are you going to be attending?
Finn, you got anything for a bruise on
No,
you?
sir, but I will
Nope, I'm
expect a
fresh
full
out.
recap.
Damn it. All right.
You will get it, man. All right. Let's
Mr.
ride out.
If you get yourself killed, you are not getting hired.
Dang, I hope to be in
Not
help.
even posthumous.
Is there a...
Nice to see you, Hubris.
See you too, Ty. Hope your interview went well.
I have no idea. I'll tell you soon, I guess.
Okay. Just keep your head on a swivel, whatever we're dealing with here.
Yes, sir, for sure. Gonzo, a murder most foul, for sure.
I held my shotgun up in the air on top of the roof and told God that he wouldn't dare strike me down, and he sure did.
Look, we don't question the marshal. That is the marshal.
Did we ever get that cigarette card signed by him?
Yeah, I still got it in my pocket. I got hope.
Gotta get that $20 raise tag into it.
Right?
Remember, if you die on your way there, you're definitely not getting hired.
I do not plan on. Today is not my day to die.
Look, that took work. That took a lot of work.
Yeah, that
Clearly
one was on purpose. It weren't no accident.
Well, it was still hilarious. Y'all should have seen it.
Hell, the way I seen him dance, you didn't know this flexible enough to fall off a horse like that.
Also, have you all keep in mind that there is a member of the Attorney General's office here taking a look at all of you.
I was gonna say something mean, but I figured maybe I should.
All right, what do you do first? You arrived at a crime scene.
Hold on, we're gonna assign partners here. All right, and we'll do that after we get inside and No, we're gonna do it right now.
Yeah, do it now.
All right, Armstrong, who do you want? Shepard, you're with Armstrong. Finn, you got Astor.
All right.
I got
Want us to
Tyrell.
wait or do we start?
Good to go, sir.
You ready?
All right, we have arrived at the scene of a possible crime. So,
All right.
we're looking at this report here, and it states
Come on.
Stone found dead in the furnace room of the Heartland Oilfields main building, believed to be a workplace accident from heat exhaustion and hitting his head as he did have a contusion on the back of his head. Traces of arsenic were found from the toxicology report. He was dead for more than 2 hours. So, first things first, we're going to go inside to the furnace room all together. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I lead the way, but I ain't never been in here, so.
I ain't either. I think it's going to be a little warm in here. I'm going to take my coat off.
That is a good choice.
Number one thing in the Marshal Service, always remain professional. Always listen to what they got to say.
Keep in mind, this is a working oil factory, so you best not to disrupt anyone.
And always take notes.
Careful.
Make sure that you're looking real hard, guys, too.
Oh, I suppose you're here about the body.
Already started.
Know
All right,
anything
everybody
about
gather
Mr.
around.
Stone? Oh, never mind.
No, go ahead. Take the lead.
Alright, well, you know anything about Mr. Stone? Failure to kill over?
Look, I mean, yeah, one of my employees. I'm Clive Goodwin. I'm one of the managers here.
Andrew Shepard, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Yeah, it's a real sad thing. I got heard the fellers making a commotion and came in here and saw poor Stone just keeled over right here. He's been working a lot, working with us for about, I mean, he's been with us for, damn, probably 15 years. He's still a little older feller, but, you know, it gets, I can't even stand anything close to that. It gets hot in there, and I thought he probably just, first I thought he just passed out. It happens from time to time. Boys get too overworked or they get too hot by the steam and such, they pass out. And I went over and picked him up, and well, he got a pretty bad gash on his head because I think he fell and hit that thing there. But I'll be damned, he didn't wake up. So we sent him on over to Valentine and said something about poison. I don't know where the fuck people get poison from, but that's about all I know. Damn shame, he's been working with us for a while. He's got a wife. She, yeah, let me see if I can find it. Pardon me. Well, these old legs don't move the way they used to. Pardon me, excuse me. All right, come on down. Some of the workers live on site. He's one of them. He's, like I said, he's been with us for about 15 years, so. Well, he got a better paycheck than about half
more vocal. You need to start asking questions. Don't let one person
paycheck
take
is
the
about the
lead.
same as mine. Costing companies a lot of money, I'll tell you that much.
Has Ben's wife been to visit him recently? Here.
I can't tell you that. I'm the manager, but I ain't the babysitter, so.
Yeah, I figured it'd be unusual to see a woman walking around in a place like this.
I got lady
Men
workers.
working here.
She has been informed. Miss Stone.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
I know you've been going through a lot, but we got some law folk here. Law folk talk to you about Al. I'll leave you to it. If y'all got any questions for me, I'll be back up in the office.
No, ma'am, just want to offer condolences for your loss. Did want to ask you a few questions if you didn't mind. Have the time.
Oh,
feeling up to it.
Oh, I don't mind. It's all right. I can handle it, I think.
Well, I guess another thing, happy birthday as well. If I would have known it was your birthday, I would have brought you some flowers. So.
Oh, my birthday's the 13th. Just like my old husband was. He was always getting that date wrong.
Well, I did find a little something on there. He said he was sorry for not giving you flowers, though, for your birthday. So.
Yeah.
But. Well, when was how good a health was your husband in?
He was in good health. Yeah.
Okay. No, he didn't really seem to have much of an issue. You know, getting proper sleep, hydration, eating proper, working in that heat over there all the time.
Oh, well, I only ever really saw him late that night. He was always never around, really. But I mean, he
Mind
was
if I
fine.
look around your house a little bit, ma'am? Just walk over the
Sure,
porch.
sure. Yeah, I don't mind.
Ma'am, did he have anything to eat before he left yesterday, or does he take a lunch to work or anything like that?
Oh, he's always eating lunch. Gets it round the workers, wherever it is. I was going to lunch with his friends, I think.
He was having lunch with his friends yesterday, or when this happened, ma'am? Before this happened?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, he was always eating lunch every day with somebody else. So he used to come home and see me, that's for sure.
You know any of his friends, ma'am, that he would have had lunch with?
Oh, you know, there's Bartleby, and then there's Ellie, and there's a bunch of them underneath him, I'm sure.
So he's out having lunch with other women, not co-workers or.
Oh no, they are workers. He's just happened to be women at the same time. I don't mind though, I don't care. He wasn't ever around as long as he's eating, I guess. I'll miss him. That's for sure.
Well, I don't doubt that you will, miss the company of your husband. How long were you all married?
How long?
Hmm.
Say? Oh, I don't know. A couple of years, I guess. Must be 6, I reckon.
Okay. Not too long. I guess it could have been. Figured it probably was a bit longer.
No. Kept forgetting the anniversary, so I just stopped caring.
Well, no, that's understandable. Sometimes people get, forgetful when they start getting busy with other things.
Ma'am, you mind if I come up and have a look around as well?
Yeah, I don't mind. You can have a look around. Just...
You seem like a handy, woman and a smart woman. So it seems like you take good care of your surroundings and the people in your life. So you often do anything with the local herbs, like the doctors and things like that. So that way you can kind of treat it at home, since if you don't have an opportunity to get to the doctor.
Well, I really like them Coronel flowers, but yeah, I haven't had to go to the doctors. Actually, it's real funny. Actually, it's real embarrassing. Actually, I've been having these bunions on my feet.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that you could find a file in here somewhere.
The thing is though, I done lost the frame. So I just had to go back.
I mean, it seems like you're doing a pretty good job. It looks like you've been trying to shave down some of it there. I do see a little bit there on the board. At least you're trying to take care of yourself, so that's good. So,
yeah,
I know
man.
it's got to be awful painful to walk around with tight shoes on, but corns and bunions and things on your feet. It makes it awful hard to get anywhere fast.
Yeah, it real does. It real does. Bunions, but well, I mean, ashes to ashes and all that.
This here, this smells kind of funny. This is one of the things that you're using to try to help with your feet.
Yeah, that is, yeah. Like I said, I had to go to the doctors recently again because I lost my first bottle for some reason. No, I done went there back, got them from my bunions, and I've just been scraping and applying it to get that pigment back in my feet,
Ooh, what is in this bottle, ma'am? What have you put in here?
Oh, that's a cream that gave me from my bunions. It's arsenic.
Arsenic. Okay.
It puts the pigment back in your feet.
Well, it'll also, probably eat away your skin a little bit. I don't think you want to have that going into your system there. It's probably not be very good for you.
It's actually quite poisonous when
yes.
ingested and can even be absorbed through the skin.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's probably not the best idea.
Putting it on my feet and not my mouth.
You too.
Well, understandably so, but at any time this morning did
Your goddamn voice. Holy hell.
Finn.
It was Danny that asked what was in the bottle.
At any time.
Finn, is there
yes.
I need
test
you
for
to
that
shout
skin
for me.
so that and shavings on the dick there to see if they are
if y'all need
contaminated
to, y'all
and
step on
toxic?
over to the right.
I apologize, ma'am. When you saw your
There's
husband
skin and shavings up there.
Yes, sir.
What was
Look
your
for
husband
signs of
drinking?
that cream.
What chance?
All right.
Is this little bottle you've got all this stuff in? Kind of looks like it might be a booze, like whiskey or beer or something of the sort.
Oh, he really liked beer, but he wasn't a big whiskey drinker. That's what you're asking.
Okay. Well, no, I was just curious if if perchance he, on his way out this morning, I mean, did he drink a lot? Did he wake up in the morning and have a beer, or he have coffee?
He'd have coffee, but he's a man. He likes to drink at night.
All right. Well, do you figure that he might have gotten a hold of this bottle here on accident, thinking it was beer?
Oh, there ain't no way he would go near my bunion creams. Don't make no sense.
Well,
He hated me to shave my feet. I mean, maybe that's why he was never around at the end.
Well, I do apologize that he wasn't around at the end. I'm just trying to figure out maybe what might have happened. That's all. Cause like Finn said, that if you ingest this, put this stuff in your stomach, it'll definitely kill you.
Well,
So
he wouldn't do that, I don't think. I mean, the heat exhaustion that got him, they told me. near that boiler room, so, you know.
Well,
Hmm.
unfortunately, there might have been a little bit more to it than that. He did hit his head when he fell pretty hard, but being that he had done this job for quite some time, and he said he was quite healthy most of the time, so he didn't bother him too bad. Don't figure unless something struck him real hard, health-wise, he probably should have been just fine coming, either going out to lunch or coming home at the end of the day. So, are you sure that he might have not grabbed up this bottle at some time this morning or late last night?
Listen,
As he was drinking.
I'm almost certain as I'm certain that that man is dead. He would no way go near my bunion cream. I'm telling you right now. Ain't no way.
Well,
ain't no way he would have inhaled it or smelled it, thinking maybe it was some
It's
whiskey
for
or something else to
bunions.
drink.
How could you mix
Well-
that up? Oh, no.
Well, I mean, the bottle isn't really labeled there. It's, so it's,
It's
it does,
embarrassing, ain't it?
well, it's not necessarily embarrassing. So, health issues are, just what they are. It's health issues. You got to deal with them the best you can. But this bottle here is unlabeled. It does look quite similar to, standard beer or cider bottle. And if he did have a drinking problem, if he was already drinking, then he very well could have got a hold of this bottle and taken a swig from it and been repulsed by the smell and or the taste of it. But enough of that would be enough to kill a man. So
I mean, I just
No.
don't see that happening, honestly.
Well-
It just ain't him, you know what I mean? He liked a good beer. Knew he's a bear. No whiskey drinker. But he knows my bunions, alright? There ain't no way that man would ingest a bunion cream, right?
Well,
no way. It's Grace and my
well.
husband's name now. Alright, let's move on to the next topic.
it's all right. Either one of y'all have any more questions or anything like that for him?
I may not have heard it, but are these your bandages, ma'am?
Yeah, it's for my feet.
Right.
It's the cardinal flowers there. Beautiful.
Where did Shepard get off to?
What kind of flowers are these, ma'am?
Cardinal flowers.
Very nice. Very strong
You must
smelling.
watch over this.
That's right. Real nice.
Where'd you
Where
get
did
them
Shepard get
from?
off?
Were they a gift from your husband?
No, he ain't get me no gifts. I did get a really nice love poem and these flowers, you know.
Oh, where'd they come from, ma'am?
There's just this note with a bee drawn on it. I don't know.
Did you happen to have that? Could I have a look at that, please, ma'am?
I mean, I smeared all my bunion cream on it. You don't want to read that. Just got a bee on the back anyway.
Whereabouts is that, ma'am?
It's her in my pocket, but you can have it if you're really desperate.
All right, yes, please. A bee, you say, on that note.
Yeah, should. No, are you sure it isn't a wasp per se?
If I could have a look,
A
thank
wasp?
you.
No, it's just a bee,
They look kind of similar, a little bit.
I guess.
Hmm. What's that poem say there, Ty?
It's just a love poem. Oh, saying how sweet I am. Like old Gertrude, dear Gertrude. Beyond the bunions, my heart would fall for you any day. That sort of spiel.
Can I take a look at that real quick? Let me have that.
Hey, fellas.
Yes, sir.
The lady here is obviously distraught
Yeah,
and
a
is
little bit.
obviously quite sad, and a lot's been going on. I feel like she's told us about everything that we could know. Let's see if we can gather more information elsewhere.
Yes, I had some things I wanted to look over. Ma'am, I thank you for your time, and again, my condolences.
Thanks.
Hopefully one day you'll be able to get back to normal life.
Yes, ma'am. My condolences as well, ma'am.
Thank you. You take care. Take care.
All right. Who got that pocket? Who got that note from the man's pocket?
I got it right here.
Let me have a
take
look at that.
please.
There you go.
Hmm.
Handwriting. That doesn't look the same from, at least to me anyway. See how the R's and the G's are different.
Yep. I see it. I see it.
No.
It's the flowers from another man or woman.
No, what I think is going on here. I don't think this is the bee on the back of it. I think it's a wasp. I think she's been down in St. Denis. Picking up things down there, maybe. So,
Getting her cream from somewhere in St. Denis?
Well, the wasp. Haven't you ever been to the wasp? It sells it. They sell all of the herbs and things like that. But there's also poison being sold out of wasp station. So, not exactly sure what kind of poison that is, but I'm sure it could be tested. See what's in that bottle she's got over there. It might actually be the same damn bottle.
Hmm.
So it has that almond smell to it, but like a sickly almond smell.
You smelled it too?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, just enough. I didn't shake the bottle up or nothing, Finn. I didn't mix up the ingredients. I just wanted
You don't need to mix them up if it's got fucking arsenic in it and it's in the goddamn air. That's enough to poison you.
Well,
no, I didn't sniff the bottle, but those are certainly some fragrant flowers over there that hide the scent of something like that.
Watch your skin for rashes.
I will.
All right.
Well,
is there a test, Finn, to tell if there's arsenic or something on this note too?
Well,
smells like burnt rotten almonds.
If it's got the same scent as the bottle, that yes, but
she said
doesn't.
She got some of her bunion cream on it, so it'll definitely.
Right. Okay. Well, if she said that, you don't need to sniff the paper. It'll already.
I didn't even. I put my gloves on before I touched it, just in case.
It doesn't absorb through the skin as much.
All right.
It can, but that's unlikely.
Mhm.
I'm more worried about inhalation. That can cause death quickly. But I mean, not super fast. You'll start to show symptoms of.
I didn't take like a giant.
Y'all do
breath in.
realize that they sell arsenic at pharmacies. At
And I'm
every single
just
pharmacy.
wondering if the husband found a note at some point.
Well, if he put it on his mouth or he touched his fingers and touched his food, ingesting it, yes, that would have more dire consequences.
Yeah, that's where my thought
So,
is.
I'm going to go ahead and let you both in on a secret. This is a competition to figure out who can solve this murder.
Mm-hmm.
Working together probably is not that smart. And number two, Shepard is way ahead. Where is Shepard right now?
Shit.
Does anybody know?
He went walking off. So.
No, he went and questioned the manager again, and now he is off finding more clues and interviewing more people.
Well,
so,
shit. All right.
You better hop to it.
Where'd the manager go?
Whoever solves this first wins and gets it correct. Y'all better run.
No, sir. I'm sorry to be a bother again. I know you probably got a very busy day. No.
Go on here. Just updating this thing.
Just thought he might have been lost in thought, sir.
Oh no, you're fine.
So, being as the lady has plainly said that, she knows that her husband has been, having lunch with some of the lady workers around here and things like that. Has there been any kind of animosity or fighting or anything like that, per se? Or is there any of them women around?
Did Mr. Stone argue with anyone at all recently?
Oh, he's pretty even-tempered fellow. In fact, that's one of them just over there. They're pretty good friends.
Right.
Thank you for the time, sir. I'm gonna go have a conversation with her. And maybe back talk to you here in a minute.
You guys need to use your investigative mind and think about all the possible avenues.
Could be better.
No, I'm sorry to hear that. So, could I ask what your name is?
My name is Ellie. Ellie Cole.
Oh, so you're one of the fellas that, or one of the ladies that was friendly with the fella that we're here about that unfortunately passed today.
Yes, we were both working there.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about him a little bit? I said you generally have lunch with him or something like that, maybe.
Alabaster?
Yes. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Stone.
We would all have lunch together, really.
Who was part of that group, ma'am? Sorry, I'm Tyrell second, with helping with the investigation.
Right. Part of what group? The workers.
Yes, ma'am. Who would usually join y'all for lunch? And
Well, today it was me and Barton. But Barton was called in sick this morning, so I had to work the shift alone. And it was Stone and Lancaster on the late shift.
Lancaster.
Yeah,
And
we
who'd you
had
say
lunch.
called in sick, ma'am?
Barton. He didn't work today. I was supposed to work with him in the morning.
Oh, all right. Do they all live on site, ma'am? Are they around still today?
Barton does not live on site. The rest of us do.
And
you know where he might
Whereabouts?
reside at?
Yeah, Lancaster. He lives there.
Whereabouts would Lancaster and Burton be right now, ma'am?
It would be near the tent. Want me to take you there?
Yeah, that would be great. Just have to take a look
Alright,
around.
let me just finish up this. It's right this way.
Yep, sure.
Let me just put this down.
And she uses those to inspect the equipment, folks.
Well, makes
I
sense.
break a lot of it too.
What was that?
What? Nothing.
I don't need to go adjust the schedule.
Sir, you notice any tools missing today?
Tools missing.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many of you.
Yeah.
All right,
that's quite a
Pond
lot.
Shepherd. I've let the others know. I'm going to let you know now.
Right down here. Now, there's some of the workers that live in these houses here, but those are mostly the ones that have been working there for a while. The rest of us just stay in the tents in the back.
Oh, let's say you got to kind of work your way up to have one of the houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Start small, work up. Yes.
They
Better
get paid
job
a
you
lot
do.
more too.
Yeah. You see that.
Yeah, me and Lancaster, we stay at the tents back here.
So, anybody ever have any issues with Mr. Stone at all?
Evening.
Sir.
Evening.
Issues
How
with
are you?
Stone.
Howdy, sir.
Yeah. Anybody have an issue with him? Any of them fellow
What's
coworkers?
your name, friend?
Oh,
Name's Bartleby.
yeah.
Bartleby. Ah.
You ever had any problems with the
feeling too
supply?
well today, Mr. Bartleby?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
just a bit shooken up. I mean, I was the one that found the man.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I know, she just seemed a little.
Yeah, we was on
little
shift
off
together.
about a couple of things.
He was good friends, you see, and
Okay.
well, it's just a lot.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Bartleby, you mind if I have a look
Thank you
around?
for showing. You don't mind if I
There was
take
a
look
few others
inside
that was already looking around. I mean, don't know what else you could possibly find.
Things here and
Would it
there.
be alright, though?
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Hey, ma'am, Andrew Shepherd. Nice to meet you.
Mr. Bartleby, you been shopping recently?
Yep. Just getting ready to ask you the same thing. You gonna buy flowers for somebody?
Well, I'm sorry I'm being surrounded right now.
I do apologize.
That's alright, sir.
I
need to-
understand it's just your job, but yeah, the flowers they were supposed to be for a friend up north. Also passed away. A few deaths have been happening around here.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
That's a shame, sir.
So,
So this isn't the first death that's occurred.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
you.
what I was thinking
That's
too.
a shame. You must
No,
be
this-
very
this-
grieving for sure.
No, this man was a long time ago. Used to
so you
work
were
here
gonna-
though. I've been working here for about 30 years or so.
You were gonna send him flowers, were you?
I was going to visit his site, his gravesite.
Okay. Where would his gravesite be located at?
Goodness, it's just in Valentine, and then there's also a little space I like to go. There was a place we like to eat lunch and whatnot. But
Let's see. So, just out of general curiosity, not exactly sure because I'm not much of a flower person or an herb guy or anything like that, but any particular reason why I have gloves in there to handle the flowers and things? I'm just curious
well, I
as to
mean,
how that all works.
I work in the oil fields. Got to keep my hand. Keeps my hands from getting calloused up.
Oh, that's fair. No. I'm just curious. Take another look here. Oh.
You ever handle
cardinal flowers, yeah. Nice bright red. Probably look real good sitting on the graveside.
Make sure when you're questioning or speaking, you're speaking loud so I can listen.
No. Have you seen, when was the last time that you had spoken to Mr. Stone? Or seen him?
Well, I mean, we was on the schedule together. I mean, we all had lunch together. All the workers. Lunch usually happens just behind you over that tent.
Okay.
Next to that building, and well, we was all just having a good time, just relaxing.
Oh, that one over there.
Yeah,
the
that one
lean-to
over there.
against the building. Okay.
Yeah, with the
All
table.
right,
then.
What'd y'all have for lunch? Anything good?
Just typical sandwiches.
Okay.
A few of the men had beer. I had some coffee.
Okay. Oh.
Is that the same for Mr. Stone as
yeah,
well?
Mr. Stone have a beer?
Yeah.
Ben,
Mr.
did you
Stone
just
also
ask a
had beer.
question?
It's a habit. Sorry.
It's habit. All right. I appreciate that, sir. Thanks for your time.
You know what?
Maybe back to speak to you in just a moment.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You know what Mr. Stone liked to drink?
Careful, man.
Oh, what?
Just maybe leave
Alright.
everything on the table there if you would.
Yeah,
I didn't finish this before.
That's
Mm,
alright.
I would leave it. Even
Yeah, you
still.
probably don't want to right
Why
now.
would I want it? Quite thirsty, really.
I picked up one of them bottles earlier, fellas.
Yes. It smells quite similar to what is sitting on the porch.
And poor Al, he loved beer. Fucking hated whiskey.
Which
Was-
bottle was his, ma'am? Today?
Is this one in front of me the beer one?
Okay. Let's take a look here.
I have to drink beer, nothing else. The coffee must have been Lancaster. He's the only one that drinks it.
Okay.
Who went back to work first, ma'am?
Back to work? What you mean?
Yeah.
After
For
lunch.
lunch?
Yeah, who finished up lunch first and
I was
get out of
Stone.
here?
It's definitely Stone.
Yeah, Stone.
Manager
Okay.
Stone?
Yeah.
Mr.
No,
Stone,
the-
sorry. Mr.
the
Stone?
dead
Yep.
fella.
Alabaster Stone.
And then who went
Yeah.
into after him? Did you see?
Whoever was on shift with him, I think it was Lancaster. It said it on the schedule. If you still
Alright.
want me to show you.
Is Lancaster here still, ma'am?
Yeah, he's right behind you. At the tent.
Yeah,
Bartleby, Lancaster Bartleby?
Yeah, Bartleby Lancaster.
Yep,
yeah.
that makes sense.
No.
Alright.
Oh. Let's see here, Mr. Bartleby.
Cole and Barton. Miss Cole's the lady you talking to. And then from noon to noon 30 is lunch. And then from noon 30 to about 5 p.m. is Stone Lancaster, and they just switch inside outside work.
Where would Lancaster have been working, sir?
They would both be inside working on the machinery.
What's Mr. Barton's first name? If you know.
I think I always just called him Bart. No, this is embarrassing. No, he's one of those fellers that lives and dies by the clock. He just takes off.
All right.
Honestly, a lot of times he works through lunch. Ain't that right, Cole? Barton's not much of a social fellow.
Right.
No, he's not. We called in sick this morning. I had to work the shift alone.
You mind showing me his tent or his bunkhouse, depending on what he has?
Martin?
Oh, that's right. He did call in sick. Shit.
So,
Yeah, he
oh,
didn't
so
work
Barton.
anymore.
Oh, Barton wasn't even here today then.
So it wasn't even here today. Okay.
All right. Can you show me that working area again, please, sir?
Yeah. So usually the morning shift starts outside, and then they switch. No, opposite. Morning
Right.
starts inside and then switch. So they were Lancaster and them were coming in here.
And they were working. Lancaster was where? Sorry.
They're usually just working all around this, just operating the machinery, checking in on it and such.
And they were alone in here at that time.
Yeah, cause I'll be in there working on stuff, and then I'll do my rounds.
Would you say all the tools are accounted for, sir?
Yes, sir.
I guess that's true. Normally he's wearing that red blue shirt he's got on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, hell, it's hot in here.
Oh, it is warm.
Shock to the system.
What you thinking, Ed? You found anything interesting?
We found a few things.
Why did I just call you Ed? Your name's Ty. Goddamn.
It's
forgive me.
I
I don't know why I called you Ed.
I mean,
Yeah.
the spirit of competition is strong with this one, so you know, always gotta be thinking about that. But in the interest of fairness, we found a couple of notes. Turns out his wife got flowers, probably in my suspicion, from Mr. Lancaster. Given his
What
surname
kind
is
does she have? Do you know?
exactly the same kind as he had a receipt for, and the note had a B on the back. Bartle B would be my assumption.
Yeah, I tried to check out them gloves he had, but there weren't nothing on them.
Nah.
He said he always eats with them, and I found another bottle of.
There was more of
I
that
assume
powder
arsenic.
by the beers and the.
Yeah, there's another bottle there. I picked it up.
Yep, that had something on that area. Currently, I'll be honest, because I'd rather solve a murder than get a job. I'm looking for a tool or something that Bartleby might have hit him with. Or possibly he just pushed him and he hit his head on something over there, but I don't see much blood. They may have cleaned it.
Yeah, maybe the gloves are for cleaning.
Hmm.
I looked at them, but I never found no blood or powder, nothing on them. Could have
On
cleaned
the
up.
gloves? No, but I just meant around the area where he collapsed.
There's nothing here. I couldn't find nothing earlier.
I think I'm gonna go back and question the wife a little.
I was thinking the same thing. I was running.
Oh my god, it's killing me, Sabi.
The three of them usually always eat together.
When they got
Not
fired,
come into
isn't it?
break lunch.
Ma'am, how you doing?
How's it going?
Tyrell Sackett with the investigation.
Nice to meet you.
Ma'am,
true.
I have a very blunt question to ask you, and I'm sorry if this offends you at all, but...
Alright.
Ma'am, were you and Bartleby Lancaster more than just friends?
Lovers? I mean, he clearly has some kind of affection for me, but I ain't really interested.
Well, ma'am, you have flowers and a note from him.
Yeah, he sent me those.
Why didn't you tell us about that earlier, ma'am?
I mean, that important? That's got to do with my husband's death that some man thinks I'm attractive.
Well, if some man thinks you're attractive and some other man thinks you're attractive and doesn't think your man's doing a good enough job, maybe he has something to do with that your husband's death, ma'am.
What are you saying? You saying Bartleby,
Nope,
Yeah.
that's why we need to know all the information.
Do you think that's something he'd want to do over you?
I mean, I never really saw my husband. I mean, like I said, he was always busy working. I mean, I'd pack his lunch and we'd say goodnight there and give me money for my medicine, but I mean, I don't know.
So you saw more of Bartleby than your husband?
I mean, in passing, yeah, but it's not like we were out, picking flowers together.
Well, no, he bought those flowers rather than picked them, but...
It was real nice of him. Nice to get some attention sometimes, I suppose, but I mean, I didn't really have the feelings back for him, but I guess I was
Right.
entertaining it, I guess, by not really telling him to stop.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, well... Any more questions, Andrew?
Nope.
But that confirms that suspicion, at least. Alright, ma'am. We'll be back at some point.
Alright, I'll be here.
I think we need to question Bartleby, personally.
25 minutes remaining.
He's introducing all kinds of new rules, ain't he?
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, we do want to go home at some point, gentlemen. Just gonna say... No, I'm not gonna say this, because Danny wasn't there. Keep going.
I mean, I want to believe I got enough to accuse him,
I
but...
have a question, Marshall.
Alright.
What's more important, a confession or evidence?
A confession.
Alright.
Hard evidence is good at getting a confession.
And Bartleby?
Howdy.
We have a few more
Do you have any
questions.
feelings for Miss Stone? I know this is blunt, but...
I mean,
you sent her
I
flowers.
I
She
just
said you made advances, so you gotta think something of her.
Sent her flowers and love poems, didn't you, Bartleby?
I mean, she's just nice. She's nice to all of us around. I figured it's good.
She look
It's good
after
to give
the...
her things over her birthday, that was...
That's kind of you. She look after the crew. She kind of treat you all nice and...
She does. She
must be
sometimes even
frustrating
packs some
to-
of us lunches.
Oh, really? That must be a little frustrating that, you know, she such a nice lady, yet her husband forgets her birthday and all that kind of thing.
I ain't the one to talk about.
Well, go on, it's just
Her
us.
relations.
You can tell us. What were they like? Did they
They just seem fine.
fine?
Yes.
Is that any way for people that are supposed to be together to be just fine?
Listen, she's mourning the loss of her husband.
She is.
I ain't the one to speak on that.
We're giving you permission to speak on it. Because
Yes,
I need you
sir.
to answer us.
Now's the time.
Maybe I do have. She's married. I didn't want to.
Well, I mean,
And what if she weren't married? Would that change your mind?
I ain't gonna think of that.
well, she's...
Her husband's dead.
Exactly. Her husband is dead.
Yeah, so why even bring that up? I ain't gonna.
What were his last words, Bartleby?
Last words?
Sure, you were in the factory with him, weren't you?
No, I walked into the factory after, and then I saw his body passed out.
Oh, so you didn't go back to work at the same time after lunch?
I took a
You
bit of a
always ate
longer
together.
lunch.
I'm sure you must have ate with him today. Or yesterday, rather.
Yeah, I mean, we all ate together, but I took a longer lunch.
Mm-hmm. What time did you go back
He
in?
was at the factory first. Just a couple minutes after he did.
You bring out the beers for the both of you whenever y'all eat.
The beers were offered to everyone.
Who offered
And
the beers?
is you the one offering them?
Goodness, I don't remember.
It's kind of an important detail.
I'll
I
talk to
mean,
Mrs. Call, see if she knows.
so when you found him, how was he lying?
It seemed like he just passed out. I think he was on his belly.
You touch him?
No, I didn't touch him.
Miss Cole, she was outside at the
Screamed
time?
for help. I told her, hey, it's Stone. He's passed out.
Oh, so you got everyone's attention to the case?
Yes. What was I supposed to do? Keep that to myself.
Well, check the man, see if he's alive, maybe?
Well, listen, I ain't no medical expert or whatnot. Didn't know what to do.
So you didn't check if he was alive?
Just saw that he was passed out on the ground.
I don't mean to interrupt or anything like that, but Bartleby, can you do me a favor? And, do you happen to have a pocket watch or anything like that? You can tell me the time. I seem to have misplaced mine somewhere.
You want to know the time?
No, I need to know what the time it is.
Oh,
Oh,
he just told you what the time was. It was 11 p.m.
Ma'am,
are you all right?
I'm sorry. It seems. Yeah, she's a little.
Woo! All right.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, there you go, Anson. God damn, brutal.
Shit.
I solved this. You do not.
No
Come up
You're
here
getting
and
an
try
answer, Andrew?
to mess with my investigation, man.
Huh?
Did you get any
You're
answers?
under arrest.
No.
Oh.
Who gave the beers?
Oh. Do you have
I
Pokemon?
said sometimes they're there, sometimes the foreman brings them.
That's nice. What is that? Silver?
What does she say? Does she
Yeah,
come running over
yes,
here?
it is silver.
Oh. Well, nice.
It's just 11 p.m.
Ah, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know the time. It is a beautiful watch. Oh. Oh no. Hey, Finn. Yeah.
He's on something else.
Who's over
Let me ask the right question.
All right, gentlemen, let's gather up for a moment here.
I
Come over
did. I
here.
went through. I looked through all of his shit. Here,
Hold up.
Yeah, hold on before you say anything else.
Okay.
Do you
All right,
believe that you
so-
solved this?
Yes, I do believe.
Don't say anything else. Just yes.
Okay. Yes.
There is someone over there aiming a gun at us.
Yeah,
Behind the
it's
tree.
The wife.
No, there's a man behind the tree over there. He just aimed a fucking gun over here.
Put it down. What are you doing, point guns? Come on now, speak up.
You better speak up.
I was chasing the bounty lads, and I wasn't sure if you were the bounty or not.
Okay, so for full
So
clarity
you just
here,
point gun
this
at a group of
guy-
folks?
Well, hold on. This guy's definitely not part of this, but he was definitely aiming a gun at us. That's for sure.
Well,
I definitely was. I'm not going to lie about that, lads. But I wasn't sure if I was chasing a bounty. Let me get the name for you.
Where'd you put that woman, Anson? That was the bounty.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, your bounty is unconscious. Or
Good
dead.
news is
I would suggest maybe picking up a pair of binoculars, sir.
Yeah, next time.
Right, sorry about the misunderstanding, gentlemen.
Pointed a rifle at
Yeah,
a fucking
Lord.
review marshals.
You almost died, so I'm not gonna lie. That was a
I would suggest
mistake.
picking up a pair of binoculars post haste, sir. No, it's much safer for your future than looking down the side of a gun. No.
I do apologise, lads.
That's
I
all
do
right.
apologise, lads, ladies.
All right, let's move back over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would abandon this. I would abandon this bounty.
Well, he can probably.
oh my god!
I thought it was one of the theater.
That
folks.
was-
I ain't even gonna lie at first, and I said they're just trying to watch and see what the
I know,
end
I
of this
thought-
is.
I thought it was like a
damn.
wild card or something. Y'all was throwing at us.
Yeah, surprise!
Right,
it's
that's what
actually a
I thought.
gunfight.
Surprise!
The
There's a
three of
sniper.
you-
Okay,
The
yeah.
three of you have a choice to make right now. Number one, you can choose to end this and work together. Or number two,
Oh, there you
you
are.
can go in for the win by yourself if you think you have the answer. If you do not think you have the answer, you have exactly 17 minutes remaining to go and confirm your suspicions. You can do this alone or with a partner. Or
Right.
we can gather everyone up if you all think you're firm in your decision of what happened.
But before we do that, none of you speak. We're each going to take you aside individually and ask you what you want to do, which of these options. And if any of you says, I want to do it myself, then we'll let you all go back, okay? No one will be the wiser.
Fair.
So, we'll start with you,
Exactly.
Danny. Come over
I
here
still
and,
feel like
and
that
tell me what
defeats
you
the
want to do.
purpose of- I don't know. I think I got my answer though.
What defeats the purpose?
Y'all talking about teamwork and everything, and now we're at each other's throats.
Well, this right now is a competition. Normally it is teamwork. And if y'all do, I'll come up with the same answer. Then the person that found the most information and asked the right questions will win.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna win. I already heard one of y'all say he asked the right questions.
He found out one piece of information that y'all did not. I will tell you that.
Shepard, come here.
But I think y'all have him beat on another part.
All right, last one. Come here. Actually, we'll just do it over here. Fuck it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what the others said. What do you want to do? Do you want to work together, or do you want to do this by yourself?
I'd rather work together and solve a murder than win a badge.
Okay. Come with me. Okay, you three have chosen to work together. Well done. You three are going to put your heads together, think about what you want, come up with your answer, and then come tell us.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright then.
You have, do you want to give them the full 17 or 5 minutes?
It's no, since they're all working together, we'll give them 10 minutes even. That's
Okay.
it.
You got
So,
10 minutes.
6:42 p.m. You be back over here.
Alright.
Go do what you need to do.
Alright.
Well, before we go running around again, what do
We're
we...
going to go stand over here.
Oh.
Come here, Atlas.
I really
Where
do
the fuck
think...
is this horse coming from?
Jesus Christ. Somebody must be out there wrangling.
They are. They're over there. I see them. Yeah.
I got it.
They're over that way.
Are we all thinking that it's like a cheating affair kind of deal? That's
I got
what
it.
Jill could love her for sure.
Well, I
but-
don't quite think so. I think Gertrude is innocent in the fact in murder. She could be, you know, an accessory
making
after
fun
the
of my
fact, an
accent when I can
accomplice.
break the
Not
horse.
so much an accomplice, but an accessory after the fact.
I'm not saying she did it. I don't think she did it neither, but
No, it's
more in
definitely
the sense
Bartleby.
that- yeah, that's what I think too.
It's definitely Bartleby. And he has the dead man's watch on him.
That is
So
the
there
dead
that.
man's watch?
Yes, it is.
We confirmed with the
No.
wife that they were
Yeah.
romantic.
He admitted, they both admitted
Yeah.
to having well, he had feelings for her.
Yes,
She just didn't stop
and
his
he,
advances.
yes, and between the note that he had, or that she had with the bee on it, I asked him
Mhm.
about that, and he got all fucked up and flustered and shit like that. And he's got the cardinal flowers and all kinds of things.
Yeah, she already
in there
confirmed
that-
the note was from
Did y'all
him.
find anything on the gloves?
Yeah.
'Cause I couldn't.
I couldn't.
No, but he did use the gloves to he swiped one of her. He swiped a case of her bunion cream, if
That's
you
what
will.
it looked like for sure.
No, he did. No, he absolutely
Yeah,
did.
I found an
confirmed it.
open bottle with
Hmm.
all
Yeah.
that scratched off at
Yeah.
the lunch
Yeah,
table.
he absolutely did swipe some of her stuff because she said that it got swiped and she needed to go and pick up more.
That's right.
No, yeah, and it doesn't help him that he's got the dead man's watch in his pocket.
That
So-
is
Do we all think it was him then?
certainly
Absolutely,
a
100%.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, because Miss Cole told me he stayed longer at lunch, so I imagine he might have been cleaning up.
Yes,
Or trying
yeah,
to
he
clean
was-
up what he
yeah,
done.
he was the last one back to work.
He
Because
was the
yeah,
one that found the body,
the-
though.
the manager, well, the manager was the one that said he had to go out there and break it up, break up lunch because Stone had already gone back to work.
Yep.
And
Well, do we want to present him? Accuse him?
I think.
well, we could.
I think
Yeah.
that's our
I think,
answer.
yeah, we only needed 2 minutes, so we were all pretty much there on the same page. So
Yeah, I
And
don't
hey,
think there's nothing more we can find if we go back out there.
gentlemen, no matter who they choose, it's been a pleasure working with you both.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's
Or
been,
not.
it's been
I
interesting.
kind of figured it was going to be luck of the draw after the interviews. They'd pick one and that'd be it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
yeah.
No, all right.
All right, let's go.
We're ready.
We're ready.
All right, hold on. Stay over there by the tree.
Oh.
That,
Never mind. Let's go back.
Right then, nice tree.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna come over here and take a piss on this tree real quick. So, in just a minute.
You know the entire crew are watching you, right, Danny? That's what we've been told. Work together. Absolutely work together. I ain't in this for a badge if I can help somebody.
It ain't me.
What in the hell?
He's pissing.
There better not be no snakes in this ground.
Can't promise.
There's a one-eyed snake over there in that bush.
We'll line up here. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm glad Cole didn't die too, drinking all that beer.
That's kind of what pushed me away, because I imagine you wouldn't be drinking it all if you just poisoning it.
Right?
But at the same time, I guess that could be.
Well, at least
Yeah, I don't
Cole
know.
knew exactly which one weren't poison. But they don't seem to have any invested interest in this love quarrel.
Yeah, she wasn't really friendly with nobody.
Are they actively staring at him having a piss with binoculars? Oh no, there's someone coming down the hill. Alright.
That's, north.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave him the horse, I recognize it.
It's just north.
I'd say that's more east, but that's fine.
It's north
Fucking
on the
bite me.
compass.
Excuse me, marshals.
It's
I hate
north
to
on the
interrupt.
compass.
I'd hate to interrupt y'all, but real quick, y'all ought to know that some folks are going around telling people that they think y'all are a gang. So just
All right, we are.
Well, I mean, we are a gang.
we
to an
are a
extent.
gang of Mara.
We literally just had a guy come over here and aim a gun at us.
Yeah, fucking
that
bounty
was
hunter came over thinking we was his bounty.
All right, so I think
Glad
we're
he
about
didn't start
ready.
shooting.
That guy would have been so dead. Oh my god.
So,
People never saw a group
Exactly.
of people before.
so you three gentlemen, first thing we like to do before we reveal anything, we'd like to introduce you to the Saunders acting troupe, who has been so kind as to help us with everything today.
Hey.
Please give them a round of
pleasure.
applause. Thank you.
Way to go.
very
Thank you,
much
guys.
for-
Thanks.
It's been great.
Appreciate it.
Very
Did
good.
a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Acting.
Well done.
All right. Well, after you,
All right.
Anthony.
With that being said, you all three have chose to work together. Now,
Yep.
here's the question. Do you believe in what you came up with to be true?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We're
sir.
about to find
and
out.
We're all in
Yep.
agreement.
Starting right to left, each one of you is going to tell me what you personally think.
Okay.
All we
And
need
this is
is
going
the
to be your
name.
final answer.
This is the
You
person
give me
that
the
murdered
name?
the victim.
And you come up here and point them out. Who you think murdered them and how they murdered them.
That's all you're looking for.
And perhaps why.
For now, we're gonna get into
Okay.
everything else afterwards.
Okay.
Danny, you go first.
All right.
And
do
that's
believe-
left or right.
Well, it
Same
was
shit.
his. Well, that's why I was wondering. Our right to left
Stage
or his?
right.
Yeah. I
Thank
do
God
believe
that wasn't an interview
that-
question.
No shit. I do believe that Mr. Bartleby there was the gentleman that murdered
Gas.
Al Stone.
No,
Uh,
it
after
would have never been the
stealing-
case.
Yes, well, sir, you did have a bottle of the arsenic Bunyan cream that Mrs. Stone had that she said that she had been missing. You had the gentleman's watch in your pocket that once belonged to him, which is the reason why I asked you for the time. So I do believe that at lunch that day, you decided you were going to have him, knowing that he's a drinker, you decided to give him a bottle of that with the label scratched off, so that way he didn't think that it was beer, he'd just drink. And once the poison got ingested into his system, he fell over, and you tried to make it look like a work-related accident because you have feelings for Miss Stone.
I could never. I mean,
Well.
I was just I was his best friend.
Well, you gave her her favorite flower and a little love note for her birthday, so that's a little bit more than
You did?
friends. Yes, you did.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Real nice. Real nice indeed.
I do
All
believe,
right.
I do believe, sir, that you are guilty of actually premeditated murder.
Blasphemy.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty.
So,
We call
Danny,
that first degree, by the
Step
way.
Yes,
back
sir.
to the line. Mr. Shepard, step on up.
can't hear him.
Oh, I don't
Miss
think you saw
Shepard, are
me.
you talking?
I think he's got a very. Oh,
Sorry, I thought I was hearing some dogs barking or something. Anyway. Yeah. I also believe it was Mr. Bartleby.
Yes.
My God.
Same as before, he admitted to having feelings for Mrs. Stone. He was in possession of the flowers, sent a love note. I was told by Miss Cole he spent a lot longer at lunch at a specific time. We all assume he was cleaning up, or trying to clean up after himself. Give Mr. Stone time to collapse, so we can go find him.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not me.
Gonna send an innocent man to prison.
You also admitted to us that you stole a bottle of the arsenic.
What? You admitted that?
I did not admit that.
It's quite damning.
Miss
A
Shepard,
bunny
step
crane.
back to the line. Tyrell.
Yes, sir. I too believe it was Bartleby Lancaster on account of
Yes.
his feelings for Miss Stone. She definitely confirmed it was him that gave the flowers, though we'd already found the receipt and found the note with his cute little bee signature on the back of it.
It's real cute.
But what about Cole? What
And the other evidence that
Cole
was
always spends so much time.
mentioned by my colleagues back there of him taking longer at lunch, him being in possession of the bottle, him having the pocket watch, and all those other things.
Now, what I do find interesting is each three of you have, in your own way, found out something else that the other did not know. Good job on that. You can step back to the line.
Yeah, well done.
Would a real killer please step forward?
Yeah, go on, boss man. It was.
You killed my friend.
Whoa.
Now beat him up.
Husband.
I honestly thought the boss was about to step forward.
I'm
I
just
was-
an actor.
You're going to prison.
I'm the
All right.
red herring.
I know for a while I
You
thought
go
it was
to
the
prison
boss.
for
too.
life. Would you guys like to speak?
Well, yeah, sure. Well, we could always, if we want to say what our, can I break the accent, please? I'm tired of talking like a...
Yeah.
Wait, we were supposed to do an accent.
Well,
I was sort of doing.
I
like
didn't catch
the,
that note.
Sort of like a.
Oh, right. So...
Scared Cole mad.
Almost got him doing
I
that.
was supposed to be somewhat of the red herring. Now I'm back into the accent again. Well, you know what? I'm a method actor. Boss, you might have heard me say things like he wastes the company's money because he's been here for so long. He takes too long of breaks, such as that was kind of supposed to hint that maybe I wanted him gone to save money.
It
But
worked
I
on me
was
for a while.
good.
Not on
good.
me.
Nope.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
once I
had-
started finding other things with the
Yeah,
video,
it
I was like,
good.
oh.
Yeah, I was supposed to just be the initial. Maybe it's him. I had other answers to other questions if you asked, but that's that was my potential motive, but I didn't do it.
Wait, do I say something too now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what sort of motivations would you have in that scenario?
Well,
Mhm.
I'm really just. I always kind of look guilty. And I'm drunk a lot. So I kind of look guilty all the time. That's why I'm here. But I wasn't, because Alabaster Stone was my friend, and I had a lot of information about him. Knew his favorite color, his favorite book, his favorite everything. And if you'd asked Lancaster, our murderer over here, any of those questions, he wouldn't know the right answers, but I would have. and so would his wife, so you could piece together who was a real friend and who was not really a real friend.
I thought you told me you weren't super friendly with any of them.
What?
Yeah, she told me something different.
I could have swore I was told she wasn't so friendly, but maybe
Yeah,
not.
I think I was standing there too when she said such a thing.
I don't remember that.
And
I've
she
had a
keeps
lot
to
to drink.
herself.
You misled these poor men. This could be someone's
How
job here.
dare you?
Listen, I want to get paid.
We might have been talking about the fake employee.
Yeah, the fake employee. Yeah, we did.
Oh,
like him.
Mr. Barton.
Yeah, he didn't show up today. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
And
Barton.
he keeps to himself anyway, because he ain't real. Anyway.
I'm still getting paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still getting paid, right? I'd hate to pay for staying fed out of this
Yeah,
horrid
why did
place.
lady hit him?
Yeah, I won't.
He's just a little extra for
she
that.
was
yeah.
she was she was an extra actor.
Y'all
From a
just hired
different
another acting troupe.
She already
to
knew
help
what
out
she was
here.
done, and she was.
It don't
trying to
matter.
come
His
and take care of
Marshall really
herself.
let loose on her face anyway.
Yeah, I think
she's
she'll
gonna act no more.
She'll come into it.
Well, Mrs. Stone, you want to talk about what your motives would have been and why you could have been the suspect?
Sure. My husband was a no good man who was never around. And I had real sore feet. That's it.
Are the bunions real?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are the buddies real? Where'd them skin shavings come from?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're-
so real. I definitely seen them myself.
Disgusting.
That is, well.
That was some
Well,
method
and if you'd
acting
asked-
or something, man.
If you'd ask about, I don't know if any of y'all asked about what the birthday we said would be a couple days ago. That way it seemed like maybe she was fed up about,
Yeah.
you know, with the note saying, I forgot your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
we
way it
asked
was
about
kind of a
that.
recent thing, so she'd be mad at him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And it
Right,
was
okay,
Mr.
well-
Bartleby. You already figured out the case. Yes, I was very jealous because he was getting paid more than the rest. And I believe I alluded to that as well. Some of the first questions that was asked to me, that he wasn't really liked because of all the money that he was earning compared to some of the few of us that was working much longer than he has. So he was progressing quite well within the business. Now, I also took a fancy towards the lovely Mrs. Stone, so I was setting her love. Oh,
Good lord!
Violent marshals.
She's an actor.
Hey, hubris.
Hubris. You
Said
can't
they-
charge him if you kill him.
Secret bloodthirst of the government. Damn.
Oh dear.
Good lord.
So, wait,
I
were
think
we
I
supposed
just
to be
killed that
keeping
man.
that a secret?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I
think-
think he's acting.
Oh,
hey.
that's acting.
Ah, this is
Oh.
acting.
I think he's gonna charge you extra
Well
for that.
done.
Damn, y'all
Hubris.
are good.
Imagine that, an AG charging himself.
I'm just gonna stand further away from the
I
Why are you
investigated
standing closer to
myself
me?
and
Yeah,
found
why are you
not
standing
to be a
closer to
fault.
us then?
Okay, all right. So, well done. Thank you, Actors Guild of Misogyny. You guys are wonderful. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Anson.
All right, one more question from the troop. Who asked the most direct and best questions regarding this situation?
Well, I'd probably have to say Mr. Purple Vest.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
I don't remember any of them really.
Listen,
Was that
she's drunk.
forgettable? Damn.
Oh yeah, we figured it
Although I
out.
do like the fitting of those pants they missed in the middle. They're quite nice.
Yeah, they're a
All
little
right.
loose.
Thank you.
All right, marshals, Mr. Hubris. Thank you, troop. Let me pay y'all, by the way. I know y'all want to get going.
Yeah, please.
The rest of this is on us. So here, I got something for each of you. I thought there was only 3 of you. I'm sorry.
You
Hey,
paid the 3 of them.
It really came out of the woodwork.
No, I
Why
get
did you
paid
pay
in
me
beers.
that
I
time?
get paid in beers.
Stay still.
I like
All right, I
money.
got the lady to the right.
Oh, I have a question as a physician. There was no actual arsenic in any of those bottles, right?
No.
Oh,
Goodness
okay.
knows, yeah.
Thank God.
Did you
When
want
Shepard
arsenic?
tried to get high off
Jesus
the arsenic, I almost shit
All right,
my
rest
pants.
of you stuff up here. Yeah,
No,
I
it's
do have
just
enough.
it's just
I got
chalk.
paid already.
You still need
It's
to
just
finish
chalk.
taking a look at me, Finn, if you don't mind. We didn't quite get to finish before we
I
left.
am out of bandage
it's all right. No worries.
band-aids.
No
Oh,
worries.
gracious, sir.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad. I thought I was going to have some dead people soon.
I'm so fucking worried.
We used all the medical supplies when we were getting our asses beat during the interviews.
Yeah, I'm carrying a couple of bruises still. Jesus.
I'm just
Yeah, that's
carrying
great.
bruises from the.
Hey,
You
thank
felt
you
like I
all
was
so much.
getting
And there's some
hazed.
extra money too, so you
While they
guys
sort
can
this
grab
out,
the
can I
train
get your
back.
PO? I wanted to contact you in regards
Thank
to.
you so much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
That thing that happened at the Emerald.
Just wait for a train.
With Ralph
All right,
and
get back
Coyote,
in line.
Yes.
By
AG
the
wants
way,
his PO.
I know
Nobody
you all
has
asked them who was.
asked me anything other than Kai, and he has seemed to disappear.
I'm
My
sorry,
PO
what?
is
Yes,
05422.
05422.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I wanted to
welcome.
follow up on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or wait, you want the what from me getting robbed?
Did all three of them
Okay.
find a schedule? Or was
All right.
only two of them?
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
I don't remember.
Oh well, we can have a
Who
conversation.
here knew about the schedule?
Yeah, later.
I did. I had him take me to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I was up there.
Danny, did you ever find the
Danny,
schedule?
did you follow the
The
schedule?
schedule? No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Very
nobody-
interesting.
Nobody's ever.
The schedule was mentioned 3 times during the questions, and each one of you heard about the schedule, but only 2 of you followed up on it. Very interesting.
That's how we knew Bartleby and them had gone back to work at the same time.
No, I just asked the
Well,
workers
Danny and I walked right by the schedule. I saw it and didn't say nothing once I realized I was supposed to say shut up.
Yeah,
so.
Shepard asked about it, found it, and then asked to be brought to it. Which,
well,
either way, we're gonna run through myself and.
okay,
Oh
here
my
we go.
fucking god!
That was. God
Good
damn.
lord!
Oh, now it's coming from
Why
the
we-
way again.
Yeah, maybe we ought to go inside.
Yeah,
I'm not
we're
standing
on
in
the
a flat field.
Middle of a tree.
We need
It's
to
gonna
move
go
away from the tree.
Did
fantastic.
somebody just get struck?
No, but it's
I know, but we need to move away from the tree.
okay.
Get low.
Everyone, just come onto the porch here. Come on.
Like flat on the ground, like when a tornado comes.
I have a very important question.
Yeah.
If it was a murder, does it still count as a workplace accident?
No.
No.
Hell
No.
yeah!
Okay, that's huge.
That's fine.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
we're
sip
good.
The bunions.
Oh god, don't skip
Right
on the
over here.
bunion cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch out for
Don't
the skin
sniff
flakes.
the container.
Those are nice bunkhouses. Wish I was. Well, no,
Okay.
I
Those
live
are pretty
here.
nice. Yeah.
All right, we're line up against the wall.
We're not getting shot, are we?
You want to do it in the light? Yeah, are we getting
Yeah, right
executed? Do we
there.
fail?
Yes, you are. All right, so we're gonna run
don't
you
think
through.
you
Yeah,
have to
you
line
too.
up.
You get to line up.
You
too.
We're getting put down for losing the secret.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Deputy
here we
Marshal
go. We're just gonna go down the line.
Yes.
You can go ahead and read them all.
EDM Attorney General.
Say that again.
You can read them all.
Okay. So, Shepard took the lead on questioning originally. Shepard was the first to ask to look around the house, this house. Danny started asking speculation questions to the wife. Tyrell asked much later to look around the house. Shepard is asking more about the toxicology report. Shepard tried to get high off of arsenic. Danny asked about the arsenic to the wife directly. That's a good question. Just added on good question though. Good job, Danny.
Thank you.
Shepard interrupted Bartleby Lancaster while he was talking, leading to an odd pause in the conversation. Shepard investigated Lancaster's tent first and discovered both the receipt and his working gloves and the type of flower. Danny and Tyrell have been informed that this is a competition and whoever wins it, wins it. Sorry about that, Shepard. I didn't know that part.
Thrown under the damn bus.
I would just like to point out only one thing. In any crime scene ever that you're ever investigating, if there is an unknown substance or a substance you believe to contain toxic stuff, please do not smell or touch the substance.
I wasn't shoving the bottle up my nose.
We know, but we did find it funny, and we were a little worried you had just killed yourself. So.
That's what I always got told, was that poison smells real weird, so that's how you know.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Well, like liquid taste, not powder.
I put the gloves on.
I didn't know
before I
doctor.
touched anything.
Well, it was a liquid, not a powder.
All right.
That's why I figured.
Danny and Tyrell are continuing to follow each other. They're teaming up. Danny and Tyrell have found a lady worker at the facility. Shepard found a blank bottle with the label ripped off with more poison inside it. He took it. Tyrell found a receipt.
That was before I knew it was a competition, just saying.
No, I know. Well done. Tyrell led the questioning at the beginning. Shepard questioned the smaller woman. Tyrell sort of takes a back seat while Danny is questioning. Shepard has found out about the schedule. We'll see if he tracks it down. Shepard asked to see the schedule. Tracked it down. Tyrell asked who came back from lunch first, and then who came back after him. Tyrell says the spirit of competition is strong, but in fairness, he wishes to share information. Tyrell, quote, "Solving a murder is more important than getting a job." Danny may have figured out the puzzle. That's just what he wrote down. Tyrell is coming out swinging late in the fight. Holy shit. Great job, Tyrell.
Thank you, sir.
Danny missed a big portion of Tyrell and Shepard's questioning. I thought he was going to lose this because that you two were going to get a confession from Lancaster. Turns out he nearly won it by himself. So.
Damn good actor, that Lancaster.
Tyrell and Shepard, you two are the best interrogating team I've ever seen in my entire life, even among actual marshals. The whole, don't worry, it's just us, you can tell us. Oh, that was fantastic. My lord, you two. Just bang, bang, back and forth. Really made him feel like it was okay to talk to you. It was really, really good interrogating. Keep that up. Annie is questioning the wife, but beating around the bush. Tyrell is trying to get him to confess. Found out that Lancaster took a longer lunch than the victim. They believe Bartleby perhaps poisoned the beer. And the last thing that I missed while I was going through all that is your direct questioning of the wife, whether or not she, had an interest in Bartleby or Bartleby had an interest in her. That was really good about, you really kind of honed in on exactly who the person was, even if you didn't have all the information at the time. The silver watch was kind of the deal breaker. I mean, you knew it was him at that point because he had the victim's silver watch on him. That's that. But I think if you had chosen to split up, I think you all would have come to the same conclusion. So we're all very proud of all.
Thank you, sir.
It's definitely more entertaining than I expected this to be.
Well, I'm glad.
Consider it the apology for getting your ass beat by the marshal.
Yes, exactly. You can get a new gold tooth.
He didn't knock out any. He knocked the tooth out of that one feller in the pig.
Oh, that's right.
Again, just one more reason why I'm glad I went first.
So, before I'm not hiring you, he is, decides on exactly which one or two are getting hired. Do you have any questions for us? Why are we all inspecting our guns?
Just make sure it's clean.
We'll start with Danny. Any questions?
Right now, no. Honestly. Well, actually, yes. Was there any constructive criticism as to No, because yes, the beating around the bush a little bit with the wife, but I'm pretty sure I already had it figured out by then. But talking to her was just a little mouth.
If you had it already figured out, you should have went straight in for the kill.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about it, and it's like, in case the man, well, obviously the man was dangerous. I didn't want to outwardly accuse him in case he was holding a knife or one of them small pistols you can hide up your sleeve and whatnot. So didn't want to.
Who is that over there to the left?
Huber's Hardaway, AAG.
No. Directly standing right here.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Fucking Hanlon.
PD.
Fucking handling.
Everyone, this is
Shit out of
probationary
something.
deputy
Very
marshal. Hattie.
Foolish, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's standing in just the right.
How
light,
did he
though.
know we were even? Okay, anyway, moving.
We heard about the gang
Shepard,
thing.
questions?
I don't think I got none.
And flight on me.
I have two. One, what kind of key piece do you think we all missed the most, if anything?
So, as soon as I saw the flowers on the receipt with Shepard, my immediate first question would have been, go back to the wife, ask her what her favorite type of flowers are, or what that flower meant to her, that type of flower. I think that would have helped me put it together a lot more quickly.
Wait, who missed?
As soon as I saw the receipt, I knew, because I'd already had the note from the wife and the flowers at her side.
Right, you two kind of went in separate ways with it. Shepard
One
went
of
to
these-
that and found it out first.
One of these found out that the wife and Bartleby had something going on between each other. Who
I
was that?
believe that was Danny.
Was that you, Danny?
And he was, yeah, that was him asking about that. And in fact, he had mentioned to me in private while we were walking that he had also had the suspicion and doubt that maybe the wife and Bartleby were in it together.
Yeah, I remember he said something about not compliance. What the hell is it?
Accomplice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, wonderful.
Sorry, what was your second question? Did you already ask it?
No, I did not ask it yet. My second question was not actually about the case, but in the event we didn't get this badge, what would be our best path forward to continuing to join in the service?
Well, that was about to be my next question to all three of you.
I'm sorry, one more thing. I just want to add this. Just
Sure, go ahead.
You three, if so, when Shepard went off and found the receipt and you guys continued interrogating the wife at the beginning, if you lot had come back from that afterwards, like met up, let's say every 10 minutes, you would have figured this out in 30 minutes.
Fair enough.
Teamwork is key.
Yeah.
If you had, maybe made a plan within the three of you ahead of time, I think you would have had this a lot faster. So just keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's
Now give me just one moment.
Take your time. What the fuck?
Yeah, I kind of figured the idea was for all of us to do our investigating and then come together and try to figure it out.
Yeah,
That's how it was going to start out, but then Danny and
competition.
Tyrell kept working like standing right beside each other.
Well, that
So it
wasn't
didn't really work
intentional on my end.
And Shepard, you got very far ahead very quickly, but unfortunately, you couldn't bring it home by yourself.
And I even called that
I was
out
trying to
as
find
well.
something super definitive. Like
You did, I remember.
I was pretty sure it was him.
Right,
But
right.
I needed to find something true.
I understand. Also, I think it was Tyrell who asked me, what's better, a confession or hard evidence? I said confession, because obviously that's the end of the situation. But evidence is the best way to get a confession.
Alright,
Can't
good
prosecute
point.
without evidence.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
ends my question about that, knowing that Hubris and others would need evidence to present their case with.
Absolutely.
It would help.
Yeah. I've also had a situation here where one member of a gang confessed, only to get their leader out of it. So I found evidence that led against his confession, which led to him being charged with fraud and later being charged with the crimes. Evidence is always useful. There's no situation in which actual evidence is not useful.
I still can't believe that bounty hunter filler.
Oh my lord. Yep.
I really thought he was part of it. That y'all were trying to like throw in some.
Right?
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Sniper
like-
on the hill, kind
I know.
of.
I was thinking like, oh, that's the guy who did it. He's trying to like kill us or something.
Yeah.
All
How-
right.
how is somebody
All right.
walking around with
So I
binoculars
even
at
threatened
this
to kill
point?
him. I said, if you don't stop, I'm gonna shoot you.
Let me ask you this: at what point, let's say, starting at the point where Deputy Marshal O'Malley ran up and said, "I have a medical report." At what point did you realize that this wasn't real?
About
Immediately, because of the way she was talking.
Yeah, just basically, yeah.
She
I've
weren't
been around her
selling
enough
it.
to
Way
know.
too much
She's
information.
a
Yeah,
marshalling and not so much action.
I've been around her enough to know that we're not some real.
There's a reason she might not be an actor, I guess.
Well, no, she had. See, initially I thought it was real until we started riding. I was thinking she had way too much information in such a short period.
Yeah, that's more information than I've ever heard from somebody saying they saw a crime.
All right, so I need a very, very honest answer from all three of you. Now that you have just got a taste of what the Marshal Service is like, and this is not as bad as it can get. And normally our investigations take a month, 2 months to even wrap up.
Yeah.
This, all the information here was handed to you tonight. Everyone was here together. Okay, with that being said, who here feels like local law would be a better approach for them right now?
I done it once, and I know it ain't for me no more. So
No, sir. I think this is the kind of work I want to be doing. Solving these kind of crimes and tragedies.
Danny?
Well, same. I do know that I have a job waiting for me in Valentine if I do not receive the badge here today, but, you know, as everybody grows, I do have a sights on possibly working with the AAG there, helping with laws and legislation somewhere down the line once I get a little bit more familiar with how the court system works here. So that is eventually where I would like to end up.
Okay. Let's take a ride back to Valentine. And I gotta send off a few telegrams to the marshals, head marshals, and see who I'm able to actually hire tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Alright,
sir.
let's go. Hopefully it's the one who hit me
Now-
over the head. Don't think I have a strong jaw.
But that's being,
Come on,
it is,
one.
and with that being said, I might be hiring on 2 people for New Hanover. The third person is possibly going to New Austin. I'm not number one, I'm not guaranteeing you a job in New Austin. That's not my
Absolutely
place.
not.
That's not my state. But this is the marshal there. He's not the special deputy marshal, but he can push to try and get you hired. But we're not guaranteeing a job there. Okay. Number one, I just don't want any of you to think like you're filling or you're leaving empty-handed. All 3 of you have done an amazing job here tonight. And if I ever get an open position, if you're not hired on in New Austin, then I will be reaching out to you to bring you on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
This is a
whoever
very
he,
hard decision for me.
Yeah. Whoever he doesn't hire, I'm just gonna put this out here right now. I've been so incredibly impressed by all 3 of you that whoever is not given a badge today, you're gonna go on right along with me. And if I feel that you are belonging in the Marshal Corps, then I will push my recommendation onto Assistant Chief Deputy Marshal DuPont, I should say, and he'll take it from there. As of right now, New Austin does not have a special deputy marshal,
Yes,
so
sir.
he's doing the hiring for our state.
Alrighty, let's
Alright,
we're gonna move
then.
on to Valentine.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna ask you once again, once we get there, if any of you feel like local law would be a better approach first, okay? Something you need to seriously consider.
For fuck's sake, put on your jackets, you're gonna catch a cold.
You got a good taste in jackets there, Anson.
It was hot when we got
Thank
in,
you,
now
thank
it's very cold. Yeah.
Feel like you're copying me a little bit, but that's all right.
Yeah. I mean, and third
What?
will
Copying me.
definitely be
You're a fucking
Deputy Sheriff
crazy
and
spy.
Valentine for a
I
while.
wonder if he left that fucking Maxim gun up here.
Did he?
I can't. Come out around the corner.
Oh, he did. He did.
Oh my God!
I sort of thought you were going to shoot at us as we came out to see how they reacted under pressure.
That's why I tied my horse down.
I gotta grab my horse.
Oh my God! I want to see that thing blow some shit up.
No, that one ain't the one that blow up. It's just the straight pass gun.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, the one that blow up.
I
is,
have not seen him right now.
That's at the.
Alright, you can hop off.
Fuck is my horse?
Storm scared everybody's horses away if they weren't tied down.
Bloody motherfucker stashed my horse a mile away.
Get off my horse, Daddy.
Seems like you should have tied it down.
This is
Let me hit
yours.
you now.
It is yours. Where's mine? Where the hell is mine?
Ow.
Well, he's not trained up all the way. He's
Yeah.
brand new.
Mine went up the hill.
Danny, hop on my horse.
I had to replace my horse because my other one died in St. Denis that day.
Let's go. Hey, because the marshal's not leading us, I'm going to lead us in some formations. Let's see if you can get it right just by listening. Yeah. Okay, diamond formation. I'm at the front. Figure it out. Orion's belt. Figure it out.
What do you say now?
Orion's belt.
Parallel to me, well done. Single file line.
Savvy, thank you so much. Honestly, this was really fun. Ty's approach was very much collaboration, so that's why I ain't even mad that, like, I didn't ask the most questions. Because I didn't need to. My team were asking the questions. I just needed to listen and put shit together. I love the red herrings aspect of them making it a competition, though. I think that was good fun.
Fucking hell, it is a mess out here.
Oops.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Yep. That was a good time.
I'm gonna go get some food. I shall return soon.
Alright.
Hello, everyone. Oh no, you. Listening to my guitar back in black. Right, well, he said he was sending telegrams, so I guess I gotta go down there. Have a good day.
Should we have all gone down there?
Maybe. Let's go. I'm glad you still have it. Oh, we're going to the
I
telegram.
think we're going to the telegram station, Danny.
Yeah.
You can ride with me if you
telegram.
want.
Well, hopefully, Ben might have gotten some more bandages.
I'm hoping so too, but
Well, he dropped me off right at the ass end of a horse, and now I got kicked by a fucking
No,
horse
you
back
hopped
there.
off of my horse at the ass end of a horse.
No, you
all right,
stopped
you
right
two can figure this out. I'll see you at the telegram.
Is this secret squirrel still? You're standing inside?
That's all right.
You gotta stay outside. They're being secretive.
All right.
All right. Well, I just want to let my travel partner know that I
Oh, I've
caught up with them.
Part of what we're doing. You can probably go in there.
Okay.
So
I
we're
couldn't
just-
tell who that was in the rain. I thought
We're just
I thought it
gonna
was someone
stand here
else.
in the rain. All right then.
Okay, I'm alive. I made it.
It's definitely part of the job, I guess. I still haven't managed to see a doctor about getting kicked by a horse last night.
Are they all out of supplies, or are you trying to find?
Yeah, they were all out of supplies when I woke up. Oh, hang on, there's Shook.
Yeah,
Miss
I was about to say
Shook.
I
I
don't
don't
care
know,
that she
but,
likes women.
The hell?
Anson, you are the one exception.
How you doing, Miss Shook?
I'm doing fine.
Ma'am, you wouldn't happen to have any of your fantastic medical supplies on you, would you?
I do.
stand out here while they
How
talk.
have you gotten injured?
Yeah, I got kicked by a horse last night, and we've been
Just
so
stand out
busy
here
with
in the rain and
interviews
freeze to
today, I
death.
haven't been able to get myself treated.
Y'all
All right,
crawl under
well,
one of
come
the
in.
horses, use that as cover.
Nah.
I'm not a peon. I'm not standing in the rain.
All right, all
Alright.
three of you. Come
Oh,
on
hell.
in.
Never mind, Miss
Hold
Shook.
on, I have to treat him real quick.
Get out of
Never
the
mind,
rain.
Miss Shook.
Hey, shit.
Hey, you lot want to hear a telegram I just got?
What's the telegram?
Sure.
This is from wanted federal warrant criminal Reuben Haas. You
Oh,
chose
man.
this path for me, scum. You just wait, Armstrong. I got something special for you. Signed,
goes that
Your
verbal
Death,
abuse.
Reuben Haas.
Here goes that verbal abuse.
Yeah.
It's real original. You
Yeah,
can't keep up with
he's
that one yourself.
he thinks the other marshals that go after him are my lackeys. He wants to murder me.
I think it's your voice.
Very badly.
I think
Yeah.
it's your voice.
I was talking to Undersheriff
jealous.
Reuben, and he said when he got kidnapped, they kept asking about you.
Yeah, I'm not very liked because I do my job very well. So it's a shame.
Every gang member I've been held by has asked about a marshal, so I don't think many of y'all are likes.
Well,
Comes with the
that's gonna
job.
be I was gonna say that's gonna be your future. So get ready for that. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Drum
sir.
roll.
Sir, after you.
Alrighty, so number one, I'm going to list off my thoughts for each one of you, so Sheriff Sky can hear it. Danny, wonderful questioning. Be more direct. You had it
Noted.
figured out before anyone else, I do believe. Shepard, very aggressive. You could use some enthusiasm in your voice. Started off great, terrible finish. Till right there at the end.
That's what I hear. Oh,
I almost.
Oh, wow.
I really thought that you had it, that you were going to beat them all out, and there at the end, it just like sort of fell apart. Tyrell, you need to be more aggressive in your questioning. So you're completely opposite of Shepard, but you two are a great team, and I do not want to break that apart. Sheriff Sky, with hearing all of that, which one of these would you like to offer a job?
Danny, I'm going to offer you a position right here, right now. And if you'd like to accept, we can discuss the terms up there in the office.
Well,
I got the
all
job.
that- you know that if there's anywhere that I would rather be, besides the marshal and the AAG office, it would be right here with you. So I will absolutely accept your offer, contingent on which, if I have the job or not.
Right there, you gotta be more decisive.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
I know,
offering
I
it
know.
to you, but he
I'll
ain't gonna
go.
hire you. He's
Wanna
just
keep
letting
on
me be
going.
nice.
I know. No, man. I got it. No, I'll take your job. Oliver, I need to
That
get my
being-
money back from you at the table anyway, so.
That being said, while you're under me as a deputy, I've let Deputy Marshal Armstrong here know that he is to be taking you out on ride-alongs, getting you trained up for a new Austin position. Should that
Possibly.
open
Possibly
up?
no
Potentially.
Potentially. So your training doesn't end here.
Well, I would appreciate that.
Got a huge future ahead of you, Danny.
I do hope
This
so.
is literally the hardest decision I've literally ever made. And normally, I went into this thinking I was only going to hire one person, really. And I'm putting a lot on myself, and I'm taking a huge risk by doing this. So I am going to wait to hear back from Chief Deputy Marshal Oakley before officially offering you two a job. So with that being said, I will be in contact with you via telegrams.
Yes,
And
sir.
we'll talk more soon. I'm not going to offer you either of you the job right now because if I'm not able to hire both of you at the same time, only one of you is going to get the job. So I don't want to put one of you on the back burner. So with that being said, I will be in contact with you, I'd say in less than a day.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anson.
You're very welcome. Thank you all for your time. Great work tonight. And I look forward to working with each three of you.
Thank you all.
Welcome, gentlemen.
All right, gentlemen, this calls
well
for
done.
some sort of celebration, regardless of the outcome.
Yeah.
So,
And congratulations on getting the job, Danny.
Empty as usual.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was gonna say, out of all the three of you, you're the only one that actually got hired tonight.
Yeah.
Great job, you
No.
three.
Thank you, Hubers.
So what I'm hearing is if I just kill Ty, then I can get this job.
Sir.
That would cause some issues.
I know you still wanted to speak to me. I'm going to check my telegrams, and then we can go and have a conversation
I actually
somewhere.
had to run and follow up on an errand, so I may reach out to you later on tonight, if not tomorrow.
Okay. No
All
worries.
right.
I will make myself available.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll just shoot you a telegram. We'll finish.
I'll be in the office waiting for you.
All right. I'll be right there.
And yeah. Danny.
No, I'm sorry. Push me out the way.
And it may not be tomorrow, by the way. It may be literally within 10 minutes, maybe an hour. It may be tomorrow. I don't know yet.
All
But
right.
I'll definitely be around for the rest of the night,
Fair
waiting
enough.
on a response.
All right, thank you, sir. In that case, is it all right if I excuse myself for a little while?
Yep, sure.
I definitely need to go see a doctor.
All right, have a good
Can
one.
Suge not help you out?
She was just about to, and he called us in, so I
Armstrong,
figured
I'm
I
gonna
could
ride up to the floor.
stand there for another few minutes and listen.
Oh yeah, right. That's fine.
Nope. Thank you, Anson. I appreciate it.
Thank
Today
you
was
so
a-
much.
Today was a lot of fun.
It was nice to work with
I'm
you
glad
too,
y'all
Mr.
enjoyed it.
Armstrong.
It was a pleasure to get someone else to actually see how we operate. Normally, it's not that easy, as I've said
yeah.
before. It's
It
normally
takes a
very
long time to gather up all that shit that you need. So
It does, and it's a
Because
lot.
Nobody,
to try to
nobody ever
coordinate
wants
with
to
others.
talk to you. So I mean, it's far too easy to get people to talk. So
Tonight was all about seeing if you
Mm-hmm.
could ask the right questions, put the right pieces of evidence together to actually make a case.
No. Well, I'm glad I'm glad to have the exercise. So
Like I said, all three of you have a bright future ahead of you. Stand
Thank
firmly
you.
behind that.
Yeah. I do hope to one day be standing up there in that big old building down there in Blackwater. So
I will continue to bless everybody with my monotone uninterestedness.
Hey, real quick.
Marshal career's going to be very short-lived for
yeah,
you.
I was
can
gonna
already
say,
see it.
sir, can you, Shepard? I want you to say, I don't know, someone give him a sentence, and I want you to say it as upbeat and enthusiastic as you can.
I am probationary deputy marshal Andrew Shepard.
I am probationary deputy
No,
marshal Andrew.
upbeat. You have to try.
I mean, let's just
Do
I don't
it.
know.
pretend that you just saw a really cute puppy and it's licking your face.
I'm on the
I
spot.
wonder if I
now,
made the
can't.
right decision here.
Do it, yeah. Enthuse your voice.
Yeah.
I am probationary deputy marshal Andrew.
It's just so
He's
droll.
trying,
Just
but it's
upbeat.
That's
Come
just
on,
how I
man.
talk for my entire life.
Talk
People, why do you
differently.
talk like that? I don't know. I mean, I'm on the spot now. Now it's like stage fright. Now I can't do nothing.
Right. Well,
I do appreciate everybody's time,
yeah,
gentlemen, but
yeah.
Oliver is waiting on me. and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I need
get nothing.
your
So-
PO number.
Oh, my PO number? It is 05426, sir.
All right, I'll walk with you up to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Alrighty. So, like I said, as soon as I get a response, I will telegram you both, or you can stick around here in Valentine. I should be around.
Yes, sir. I mean, I just gonna go lay down and heal up for a bit, but I can be back around in a little while.
All right, that sounds good. I know we've been at it for 3.5 hours now, so y'all just go and enjoy yourself. Go use the bathroom, go eat, whatever. Like I said, it may not even be tonight. It may be tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, just waiting on a response this Sunday, and our head marshal seemed to have laid down for tonight.
Fair enough, sir. He's that was that fella that drove the tank down to the. What in the hell?
Oh, you
do
never got
even
it. You
call
never
that
got him to
thing?
sign the card, did you?
I know. He just kind of disappeared.
Tonight was actually my first day ever meeting him, so you'll probably never meet him again unless something big is going on. I actually
heard.
expected a huge,
Hey,
bigger
Otto
turnout
was-
than what we had.
Otto was like freaking out in the church when that fella walked in.
Yep.
Otto was there? Or are you talking about Arno?
Arno.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
his
either way, he was like-
monotone. It's hard to enunciate some of them vowels and consonants sometimes.
I think you two
I'll
are going to
start
do
talking
great.
to myself in the mirror.
Yeah, you are. I think you two are going to do great together. So right now, I'm not officially offering you the job. I'm just letting you both know that I've got you both in my sights to hire you until I get confirmation. With that
Yes,
being
sir.
said, if you're hired on, you will go through a 1-month training process. This does not guarantee you the job. You will be assigned a job. You will have a badge.
Mm-hmm.
Each week, we will have to meet, and we will do a ride-along together. Each week will be something different that you're learning. That's 3 weeks of constant training. On the 4th week, you will be given your examination, of which you must pass with a 90 or higher. If you fail, you will get to take it again after we take a refresher course of a scheduled right along. If you fail after that, you're out. If you fuck up during this probationary period, we can't have fuck ups.
Yes,
So,
sir.
you will be giving a copy of our SOP before our first ride along, to which I hope that you read very carefully and understand every single portion of it.
Yes, sir.
So I will give you probably 2 or 3 days before we schedule our first ride along. If you'd like to do our ride along at the same time, that's completely fine. Like I said, it seems that you two are going to be great partners.
If we're
I will
working as a team,
suggest-
that sounds good to me.
Shepard, you will need a better outfit.
Yeah. I've just never
So-
needed something fancy. I can work something up if it
Well,
comes to
come
it.
on, you need to go ahead and do it now. So we're going to go on up to the bank. I'm going to give you both some money. Tyrell, for the love of God, find something that matches. 'Cause
Oh,
you look
come
like
on.
you look like a clown.
You're hurting me now.
I'm just being honest. Every single marshal made a comment about your outfit. As soon
okay,
as
they
you
made
walked
fun of
away,
mine
that's
too.
what we did.
God
As
damn
soon
it.
as someone walked away, we talked about their outfit, how they were dressed, and how they presented themselves.
You know,
Every
the big
single
thing is
marshal
your
said that
hat.
you didn't match.
Your hat don't match nothing. That's the big thing. to me.
Nothing at all. Not even the band around the hat. Then you
Yeah,
got these
but-
brown boots that don't match anything either.
I
They were
think the
just
boots look like they match the coat.
Clean and
No, they
Maybe
don't.
Aladdin.
nice. What
The
about when
top
I
of it,
take the
maybe.
coat off?
So both of you, I'm gonna give
What
you
about
both
when I take the
$2.50.
jacket off?
No, it looks crazy.
And I have enough
God
money
damn
for
it.
more clothes. Oh my god.
Stole my hat.
Oh, shit. That's a good start, man.
We already pit swap before. He's used to it.
I beat your ass, didn't I?
You did. I didn't say I won. I just said we fought. I've never been much of a fist fighter. I usually.
Now, you
rather
two
shoot
better
somebody.
stick together, because I'm expecting a lot out of both of you. Because y'all really surprised me about working together.
I'll try.
And that was one of the biggest things, was you guys' cohesion in an interrogation. That's something.
I
very
felt
hard
like
to
it
find.
was like that y'all were doing a like reverse psychology thing, telling us to fight for ourselves. I was like, but should we actually work together? I don't know.
Well, I'm
yeah.
very split on it. So, if it would have been my way, no one would have been working together. And next time, if I ever do this again, which is highly likely because the night was a huge success for me personally, if I do it again, it's going to be like I'm going to do workstations. So one person, like you get 5 minutes to question each suspect or each person there, and you have to move on to the next one. And then we might do cross. I don't know yet.
I think
I'm still thinking about it.
If we
But
aren't
that way each
working
person
together,
decides.
it's difficult if we aren't working together, but we're all at the same time in the same place. Because I
Well, the marshal
honestly,
service is about teamwork, which is why I went ahead and allowed
yeah,
it.
I just
Because
honestly
I
didn't
wanted you
feel
all
the
to
need to
understand
ask a bunch of questions because I'd already heard the answers from Danny's questions and Andrew's questions. So
I'm going to be honest with you. If it was my decision, none of you would have been working together, and each one of you would have been given a different suspect question at the same time.
I think that, I mean, either or makes sense. Just not working
And
together and,
even-
standing around like that didn't make much sense.
And if I was the one that was actually taking in this, and I wouldn't have worked with anybody. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Well, that's what I was doing at first. I just went off on my own because I figured that was the idea.
I'm just
For a
you're
vote of
welcome.
confidence.
No, I'm just being honest. Like if I
No,
was the
that's
one in
fair.
that, I wouldn't have worked with anybody.
All right.
Well,
I'll see y'all shortly. Thank you
I
so
didn't
much,
for lack
Anson.
of trying. I try to be by myself.
No,
but
fuck no.
reminds
You're
me-
going down here and you're getting
Anson.
fucking money. Hello.
Oh,
You
all
just
right.
want- what the fuck is on your face? Come
That's
down here and
Hill.
get some
She
money.
wears that mask all the time.
Hell.
Usually only when I'm here in Valent.
Why?
I do bounty
Why not?
work out of here sometimes.
God damn it, he's always bullying my
I was really
outfit.
expecting one of us to be the Judas and say they wanted to work by themselves.
I
But that
was.
one
Howdy,
wasn't.
Moon.
And I was expecting it to be you. I ain't even gonna lie.
I was expecting it to be me too, but I was like, I'm gonna be the better man, and then trusted other people.
But yes, I did just wish to mention to you.
No,
we appear to be
I mean,
neighbors
even though
now
we
at
had
some
our
hotel in
suspicions from the
Blackwater.
beginning with
What happened in Blackwater?
Marshall
neighbors now.
O'Malley's
Who is?
acting skills,
Oh, oh, you saw my name on the
I
thing.
felt like I had to treat it like a real
Yeah,
case,
room number
and
3, just down
if
the
it
hall.
were a real case,
Oh,
there ain't
amazing.
no way
That's-
I wouldn't want to
that's
work together, you know?
That's funny as shit.
I treated it like a real one. I just knew in the back of my mind that obviously this was.
That's
made
why I
up.
had too much difficulty with really just
Jack, I
being a
lie.
a selfish
I'm surprised
individual
you
and
decided
keeping
to
the
call me
evidence,
one-
you know?
one room.
Oh, really?
Working together.
That's
One
the
night I
Marshal
found out
Service,
about the
baby.
watch.
Huh? I'm still curious about that question, where that came up, but good on him. The only thing I was missing was that key piece of evidence. I was kind of suspicious there was a weapon
I
involved.
mean, I think we had enough even without the watch. I think the watch was just like the
Yeah, I
extra
think so.
cherry on top.
All right, I want fucking suits. I want something nice. Now, about that, let me show you my.
Should we do the stereotypical martial look that everybody always assumes y'all wear?
I mean, it's completely up to you. Now, this what I'm wearing. This is called formal wear. You will have to have an outfit for this. Let me change it to my normal.
I've seen what you
what I
normally wear,
wear.
that blue shirt.
Yep.
That's why I didn't bother putting on
I
a suit.
like that blue shirt.
I'm not saying you got to put on a tie, but you do need to look professional.
Should I lose a bandana or no?
If you'd like to spice it up, you saw how the chief deputy marshal what she was wearing. She still looked professional and she still was relaxed.
All right.
No patches.
I mean, when you wrangle horses all day, you're gonna cut holes in your short or your pants.
So painful.
There you go. There's yours.
See if I can wrangle something up from their stock.
For the love of God, you got the right idea, but you're not matching at all.
Yes, sir. I understand.
All right, go do whatever you got to do.
Yep.
Next time I see you, you better be fucking matching.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I hope they've
Look
got
out of my
session
face,
hair.
guys!
It's a,
Yes, sir.
It's a question of fashion. You can just send them to me.
I'll call on you later, Miss Hill. I think I'll need your help.
I got to offer.
Is that $50? It was $5. He gave us $5. I thought he was gonna give a goddamn cheap son of a. How the hell is there an Arabian just standing here? I'm joking, I'm joking. Alright, folks. I mean, I have money. I just thought he was gonna pay us proper, you know? Alright, folks. I have to go. I have an appointment, but given that we don't yet know about the job, I might be back. Wow, what an adventure today, eh? Can't believe we were the finalists for the job. Woo! What an adventure. So, chat, thank you very much for hanging out with me today and joining the Marshall interview fake case process. I'm surprised. I thought Danny was in with a good shot there, but I'm glad that Andrew and I worked together so that as a team it was optimal to hire us both, or potentially hire us both. Gigawatts! We may have a job. We don't know yet, but it's down to me and Andrew, and ideally he'll hire us both. So the two people that North thinks are Tyrell are in with a shot at the job. Right? Very exciting. But anyway, I have to run. I have some errands to do. I may come back in a few hours if I have the chance to see if I got the job or not. I'm kind of curious. Not gonna lie, it's definitely been an adventure. I loved the fake case. I'm glad I was streaming that part because that was cool. There's lots of fun video in that, I reckon. I'll upload that at some point. So alright, chat, I love you all. Thank you very much. Good luck to me as potential probationary marshal. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Ta-ta for now. Bye.